I felt like we were due for one of those where he tries to pew us out, and I was ready for it. I did have to take a breath, but I was gonna pew. I was ready to pew for an hour.
Yeah,
if he hadn't interrupted us.
I was
not gonna let Bobby get us this time.
I'm trying to just like tire you guys out early. You know, like a kid at a playground or a dog outside.
I got my go-go juice right here.
That's your southern stuff. Yeah, Robert. I think you ended up pewing early last week, and so now he's trying to flip flop on us. So I was ready. All right, what's going on, guys? It's episode 435 of Pass the Gravy, and I think we got a solid little pod for you guys today. We normally start off with the pre-comeback kid segment, aka the pre-cum segment. That's we give you guys your opportunity to ask questions. We answer your questions. We talk about what you guys think is not cool. But before that, we're gonna ask our own questions. Who would like to start off this week?
Is this a dumb purchase? Is my question. I gotta.
No such thing, but actually there are.
Packers are selling stock. It's $300 for a piece of paper. That means nothing, and I kind of want to buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I think I was talking to Robert as we were prepping before we started recording, and I think you had stepped away, but I also did something similar like that today. Sam Houston's Alumni Association is giving away a national championship replica, a replica national championship ring if you donate $150 or more to the Alumni Association. And I was like, well, guess I'm making my first Alumni Association donation ever.
They're gonna email you for the rest of your life.
I don't care. I'll just put them to spam.
Yeah, my school doesn't email me.
Yeah, but I wanted an Addy ring, so like that's tight. I mean, I know it's not the real one, but
dude, either way, that's dope. Like,
right? I was like, there's $150. Just take my money.
If Texas State were to win something like that and they emailed me and I was drunk, I'd think about it. But like that's just like I never just spend a couple hundred on something stupid. Like, you know, the only thing I spend my money on is straight up video games and booze and like bills. That's it. I never do anything dumb and irresponsible with my money. And I'm just trying to take a page out of your book, Alex. I know you buy nunchucks and all this crazy weird shit. And it's cool.
Well, the nunchucks were a gift. I did buy.
Well, I know. I know.
Yes.
But
so yes, as somebody that spends on dumb things, I think this is a good one, and justify it by being like this is my like A1 team, you know, like that's your favorite of all your favorite teams. Where like Sam is, I would probably rank Sam like so including my college football team. I go Giants, Yankees, Red Wings are very, very close to one another. And then actually, no, I don't know. I think it's Giants, West Ham, Yankees, Red Wings, maybe right now, just because I've been so into West Ham. No, I mean, no, on the grand scale, I think West Ham's got to be further down. Like I pay way more attention to West Ham than I ever thought I would pay attention to a soccer team. But like Sam Houston football has to be like right below the Giants.
Also, the Red Wings have been
brings me life.
You're gonna be super back into the Red Wings here very soon because I
already am. Like I know
that's
how
what I'm saying.
We were talking about betting trends, and I was like, I know how the Red Wings play now.
And now that they're on ESPN Plus, we can watch them all the time.
Just if you don't have ESPN Plus and you watch sports, it's kind of you're just kind of doing yourself a disservice because you can do the quad box, and I always am watching multiple games, even if it's like women's basketball. I put the quad box up. I'm like, well, I only had 3 games I really cared about. I'm throwing Baylor's women's team up. Let's go, girls. Let's knock it out, Bears.
See, I don't even use the quad box because I just have 3 TVs in my living room.
Right, but so you hypothetically you could have 12 games on
if I wanted to, yes,
which is kind of sick. So do that. Like I was watching the Red Wings, the Lightning, and the Manning cast on Monday, and it was awesome. I put the little the trio boxes in there. That was pretty sick.
Fuck yeah!
But yeah, the Packers stock. That's your favorite team of all your favorite teams.
My dad's got one, and I'm like, I feel like we got to make this a generational thing.
I kind of want to buy some Packers stock too.
It'll be the only thing that I own. Like that and an Xbox. That's all I have to my fucking name.
Your two most prized possessions. But then you could also put owner of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, 100%. That's
owner.
the first thing that's going.
That was the highlight of my XFL ownership career. Just saying I was a part owner of the XFL team.
Like, and you weren't even really. I would be for
I
real.
was a part season ticket owner.
I mean, no.
Parentheses season ticket owner.
But
the best part was like,
you can believe that.
Sometimes like I would meet people because I'd always talk about it on the morning show. And then there was a time like the guy was like, yeah, no, honey, Alex is actually like a part owner of the Roughnecks. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, definitely.
How do people believe you on anything you ever say?
Well, just go with it. People get in on the bit, and I like that. That's why Pass the Gravy works, I think. So that was your Precome discussion you had. Robert, did you have anything?
Yeah. Is it weird to call places by the things they are? I'll give an example. I was out a couple of days riding my bike, and a guy stopped me. He's like, hey, do you know where the nearest store is? I'm like, the nearest store? Like, yeah, there's one around the corner. What do you mean?
Like any store?
He just said, do you know where the nearest store is?
Yeah, it's pretty vague.
I want to buy something, but I don't know what. Point me to where they sell things.
And so I was like, what do you mean store? There's literally one right behind you around this corner. He's like, oh no, I mean like a convenience store, like a gas station. I'm like, why didn't you
gas station?
Why didn't you just say that?
No. This guy was just a weirdo. Nobody in the world calls the gas station the store.
Do you ever panic like when you try and talk to somebody and like your words just come out wrong and you're like, yeah, okay. It's like yeah, you enjoy the movie. You too. Oh shit. They work here. They're not watching a movie. Like it's like that. And I think sometimes like you just panic. He was asking somebody he didn't know a question and just like, this store. In his brain, he knew what he meant, but you had no idea.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Like he didn't stutter at all. He just straight up asked me, where's the nearest store? I'm like,
yeah.
The gas station? Yeah, just down the street, keep walking. You go in the right direction. But I don't know, that seemed weird to me.
Right. I want to do that sometime now.
It is odd.
At the restaurant, when somebody says that back to me, like you too, after I say enjoy, I want to just like turn around and grab a chair and just like pull it up to the table and be like, all right, let's do this. Thanks. I'm so hungry right now.
Appreciate the invite. I'm actually starving. The chicken is really good today.
Like, especially if it's a burger and I just like take a fry off of their plate. Like, oh, I appreciate it.
I have been starving and I don't get lunch for another hour. So thank you very much.
You're like the third person that's asked me to eat with them. That's really nice.
I'm so popular.
Pat just hangs out with us. It's weird. Don't eat around him.
That would be really funny if you did that though.
But like a gas station, if you're like, where's the gas station? Like I'm never like the Exxon, the Mobil, or the Chevron. You never like, I guess if you're like close to one and like that's the one you go to, but like going to the store, like if you lived by the store and like we all lived in like the store was like our common lingo for a certain place, that makes sense, but not to a stranger that obviously has no idea what you're referencing.
I honestly thought you were going to say he was talking about a grocery store. 100%.
I was thinking that too, because gas station is its own thing.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't you just say, where's the gas station?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Fuck that guy.
Just the store.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, dude.
Everything about him in his life.
Stumbled up and just was confused and just panicked, but fuck.
Makes sense why he didn't have any friends to ask where it was.
Right.
Maybe if
he wasn't so weird. He'd have people that he could just text that stuff to.
Sounds like a real pendejo to me, right, Robert?
Hey, you're saying it. Your words.
It's the Latin word for mule.
Sure.
Okay, I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up. I'm not a big person on talking about dreams. Like, I don't give a fuck about your dreams if you like your crazy dream last night or anything like that. But I feel like we should get paid for dreams that are about work. Because last night, as I'm being a hypocrite and I am talking about my dream, like last night I had a dream that I was putting together stuff at work. Like I put together the sickest Like I was editing stuff. Like in my mind, I was on my editing software making stuff. And I was like, dude, I'm going to get to work and this is going to sound so good on air. It's going to be so sick. And then I woke up. I was like, fuck. Like, I feel like I feel like I should be able to clock 3 hours of work because I was working, but I wasn't at all. And I don't have anything to show for it. So I don't know how you would track it, but it just, sometimes it feels like you should get paid for dreaming that you're working.
So I was going to say the two things come to mind on this. One is, how would you prove it? People would lie all the time. And two, I think your boss could actually dock your pay for that. Because if you tried to be like, well, I was working, they'd be like, okay, well, show me what you did. Oh, so you were here for 3 hours and didn't actually do anything?
Right.
So yeah, we're going to dock your
pay. But like mentally, I was working for however long I was dreaming.
Were you though? You had nothing to show for it.
Oh, dude, you should it's called a sweeper. So like when we go into a song, it'll be like, oh, the Rod Ryan Show, 94.5 The Buzz, and then like Green Day will start playing. I made like the sickest Thanksgiving sweep ever. Like I used the song from My Blood from the Glorious Sons. They're like, oh, Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for? And I was like, oh, that's gonna be perfect. And then I had sound effects with it too, and it's like it would do a dream, so I don't remember all the other stuff. But like I remember being like, this is gonna sound so sick. And then just be like, fuck. None of that was real.
Well, did you actually go and make it?
No, because I had to go to work. I had to work then. Like,
that's what I'm saying. At work after the show, you could have made it then.
True. I could have. But I already
somebody
did.
Out there
so
is
it's like, damn it.
Somebody out there is like, look at Pat just sticking up for the man, the corporation.
Yeah. What are you, bootlicker?
Yeah, I fucking am. You know why? Because one day I hope to be the guy oppressing my employees and not paying them enough so I can keep more money.
Don't say that.
I'm going to hire more people like me.
We don't oppress people on this podcast. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I meant impress them. Impress them with my money. I'm going to wear suits made of money. I'm going to have shiny gold hair. I'm going to be a hobo's idea of a rich guy.
I'm sure like one day when we're all like chipped, and it's like Futurama, like we'll be able to like see what you dreamt. And then you can be like, yo, dude, I was logging some serious hours. Now, no, there's nothing to show for it, but I just wanted you to know that all I thought about all night was work.
Okay, we're pulling up the file. Actually, you were thinking about Jessica in sales all night. So now you have a sexual harassment. You could judge that.
But if it's like a stressful work dream, I think you should get paid more.
But what if you come? Like, what if it's a nice work dream and you come? See, that's the thing. That's sexual harassment and you're going to get fired.
Because if it wasn't consensual, then no, you don't get paid and you actually get doctor pay.
What if like you had to log your
dreams?
It's
a dream, so I don't know if that counts as anything, but it's still, I'm against it.
What if you had to log your dreams with your company for that reason and you had a sex dream about the person that you were like logging the dreams with and they counted that as sexual harassment? Like, I can't help what my brain does.
Yeah, I don't know.
HR is going to be a nightmare in the future.
This is a very slippery slope, obviously, but just I felt like I had been working and then I got up and had to get ready to go to work. And was just like, I feel like I've already been there. I've already done this.
Well, you weren't.
I know.
Now clock in, bitch.
Right? I guess so. Just something to think about going forward. Future us should think about this. Another thing I thought about was I've been watching a lot of hockey. Hockey season is like getting right into the thick of things. And I feel like more sports should have ice included in it. Not necessarily like all the time, but like tennis has, you have a grass court, you have a clay court, you got the regular court. Why don't they have an ice court? It's a different surface. Just figure it out. You can walk in tennis shoes on ice. Just like that would just change it up a little bit. I'd like to see a NASCAR race on some ice. And it's not like on a pond or anything where it could be dangerous. It's just like a rink, but you just turn like I don't know how to do it. It's doable, I'm sure, though. It's 2021. Like you can do anything. NASCAR race on ice would be sick. If you had like an entire like tennis major that was in like Alaska and it was on ice, that would be sick.
Hurdles, that'd be funny.
Yeah, track and field. Because they have indoor
would be
track.
hilarious.
They could just do ice track.
I like. What would be the best event
On ice track?
High jump. Every time they try and jump, they slip and fall right on the ass.
Pole vault.
Sumo wrestling.
Because you have to. Sumo wrestling would be pretty tight, but we're talking track and field though.
Sumo would be tight.
Pole vaulting because you'd still have to like stick the pole on ice so it could slip and you could just eat shit.
But here's the thing. That's why I think high jump would be the best, because you know that weird way they have to throw their body up into the air for it to get over the pole. 100% of the time when they plant to throw their body that way, they're just going to immediately slip and fall on their back every single time. And it's going to be funny. Nobody would ever even get a successful jump off. It would just be people training and hurting themselves. Not to me. No, also, you have kids do it. So it's kids falling down and hurting themselves. That never stops being funny.
True. It seems like there's so much more potential, and like you could just kind of put a different spin on other stuff. And it's like, yeah, just once a year, let us have a tennis tournament on it's got like ice there. Like that's
brilliant idea. American Gladiators on ice.
It like really to add ice, it makes it slipperier. You have the element of slippery. Adds it makes everything better. Like if you told me like if I was like basketball would be better if you just put like Crisco on the court. Yes, it would be.
Dude, I'm just picturing the final part
basketball
of
on
American
ice.
Gladiators when they're trying to run and like get behind there and avoid the tennis ball cannons. They're on ice doing that, and like the dude just like propels and slides himself across the ground to like get past it. Or like when they're doing the I don't know, hitting each other with the stick thing. I don't know what you call that, but they're on an ice beam instead.
That would be tight, wouldn't it? And I also would like to put like a rule in place where if you're an NHL team and an NBA team that share the same arena, that like we should put in place like a rule that like say 3 times a year you have to play on the other one's like court or surface. So like, you know, let me think. The Pistons and the Red Wings share the Little Caesars arena. So like 3 games a year, the Red Wings got to play on just like hardwood court.
Or just playing roller hockey?
No, with skates, like ice skates. It's just gotta be. It's a little fucked, but like figure it out, boys. You got 3 of these games. It's also it's just as equal for the other team. And then MMA the Pistons have to play 3 games on ice. But like the basketball set, like the court is set up. It's just on ice.
I'd like to watch some MMA as well.
I think that wouldn't be as fun because there's more ground and pound.
That's all. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Boxing probably on ice would be tight, where like they can't just go to the ground and fight, like they have to throw hands. But baseball, nobody ever has even footing
because you would just not get any grip. Like it'd be pretty funny to watch.
I mean, a guy takes 2 steps and goes into his slide.
You'd slide off the base all the time.
You would never even get a lead off because you would want to be able to like push off the base.
Right? Like that'd be kind of tight. It's just something to think about. We should just start like an ice sports league where it's every sport, but with ice involved instead.
It's going to be very hard to do in Houston.
I didn't say here. We could outsource this somewhere. It's our idea. So we got a verbal trademark. Nobody else can do this.
Russian Professional Ice Sports League.
But it would be the Pass the Gravy Ice Sports League.
Presented by Russian Federation of Sports.
No, presented by Southern Strip Brewing Company. Brought to you by Little M Air Fresheners.
I'm just, it's going to have to be in Russia. Where else is it always ice? 100% of the time. Only Russia. That country does not have a summer.
Hear me out.
Don't hit me with the
Icetrodome. Let's save the Icetrodome. Turn it into an ice palace. Done.
Icetrodome.
Done.
Nailed it.
Done. You're welcome, America. We just put the Icetrodome together, and it's just got all kinds of things. The events change by the week. Hey, we got ice basketball going down this week, but next weekend, if you come by, we got ice horse racing. Actually, I don't want ice horse racing because if the horses got hurt, they'd have to put them down. I don't want that to happen. So I take that back. Every sport besides horse racing.
Ice dirt truck rallies.
Monster
trucks on ice.
Yeah.
Like the wheels are spinning, just kicking up ice all over the crowd. And it's like the fucking SeaWorld splash zone.
I
be
think
super
the
refreshing.
Icetrodome. You had me at Icetrodome.
Yeah.
And I think we should just leave it there because that's a great enough idea. Somebody come up with a logo for that and we're
Nailed
selling
it.
shirts for it. That's fucking
Nailed it.
And like, we're not gonna get rid of the asbestos. We just got to get a cool guy that like looks at like the guy that gives the building approval. He's like, yeah, they did enough to fix it.
The cold will take care of the asbestos.
The cold, right? Because you can't get asbestos. You can't get asbestos poisoning in cold.
You can't. The cold kills
I've
it.
never known anybody in Alaska to have asbestos poisoning or anything like that. Not that I know anybody in Alaska, but I have never known anybody in Alaska or, you know what, St. Petersburg, Russia, for all that much. I've never known anybody from either of those places where it is very cold and icy that has ever had any issues with asbestos.
Fact.
And if I haven't heard of that, then yeah, I can't. So if I can't name anybody, then I would assume nobody can name anybody. So,
makes you think.
Great idea. Icetrodome coming soon.
We just got to get the funding together. We're very close.
Back on the Ed Emmett train for him saving the dome so many times. This is what you were waiting for, Ed. I don't know if he has a Twitter, but Gravy Gang, find his Twitter and be like, fear not, Ed. Things are turning around. The Gravy Gang's figured out how to save the Icetrodome. Now, we don't really know how to like remodel it or anything, but just ice is involved. Make it cold.
Yeah.
And then to make extra money, we can store food like meat for butchers and shit. Done.
Or just for us.
Or for us, but also
more
like
meat for us.
Let butchers lease it. And then
we'll work with the Houston Food Bank.
Exactly. And we'll give some to the food bank. Done.
Tax write-offs.
Done. Guys, we're going to be so fucking rich.
God. And we're going to have money suits and gold hair, and we're going to shit on our employees. We have to get silver suits, so it's icy. We'll look like Jack Frost. That'd be dope. I'm in. I'm so in.
I love that. All right. I'm glad that we were all receptive to that. I mean, Robert didn't really say a lot, but I'm gonna take your silence as approval.
I can see it in his eyes.
I'm on board.
He's loving it.
Like, oh hey guys, we went to the rodeo, and oh man, what can we do afterwards? Oh, there's an ice basketball game? No way. Yeah, they're walking on over the dome.
I think we could like market it in a way like, you know how there's like Disney on ice, whatever. We can do it like that. We can do basketball on ice. Get
American Gladiators on ice.
The Harlem Globetrotters on ice.
They would know how to do it right.
Fucking guys, we're gonna
be so
rich. We're gonna be so rich. I can't wait. Okay. Let me bring you guys my next idea. Actually, it's not really an idea, it's a theory. But I think that dryers are slowly eating up all of our clothes. Like if you just dried clothes nonstop, they're gone, right? I don't know how many times each article of clothing, because I have some shirts I've had for a very long time, but like, what is Lent?
It's a period of time. It's like 40 days or so. Like, you know, every year people, you know, Christianity.
That's a lot to go on in your like dryer, you know? So I set for 90 minutes, like 40 days and 90 minutes. Is it a time machine? I don't know. It seems like it, but every time I pull lint out of the dryer, I feel like it's just like my clothes falling apart.
It's got an I in that word, buddy.
Yeah, lint.
Say lint.
Yeah, lint.
Lint.
Yeah.
Lit.
It's not lent.
Yeah, lint.
It's lint.
I got you.
I think
we're both on the same page.
You're saying it right,
here.
Robert. We're both laughing at him because he doesn't know how to pronounce words.
Wait, me?
Yes. Say it.
Lint.
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 Jesus Christ.
I thought you were making fun of Robert saying it. I was like, I don't.
No, me and Robert are 100% correct. We know how to pronounce eyes. You, on the other hand,
eyes.
You keep saying lent.
Well, you can say it either way. Doesn't matter.
Nope. Really?
Potato.
Yes, clothes. Yes. All lint is just like little pieces of our clothes being torn away. I would assume,
right?
Like dryers are actually like slowly murdering our favorite clothes. Which now that I think about it, I wash a lot of my PTG and Southern Star stuff in there, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, maybe stop. Maybe you just wash it by the river now.
I gotta dry cleaning it now.
Or just dry it on in the backyard, like the good old days.
What the fuck is dry cleaning?
They clean it in a dry way.
I don't understand. Like, oh, this is dirty.
I mean, I'm
like, all right, we're not gonna wash it, but it's gonna be clean.
That's honestly, you could tell me that you would dry cleaning my clothes every single time and like just press it, and I would assume that you dry cleaned it. I do not.
I don't know what pressing it means.
Pressing it like where you get like wrinkles out. Like if you like, I have one white dress shirt that I wear to like weddings and stuff, and it's like at the bottom of my dirty clothes until I have to go to another wedding or any formal event, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go get it dry cleaned for like $4 or whatever it costs.
No, you just throw that bitch in the dryer for 20 minutes. That's what I do.
But I always feel like it's cleaner if somebody else does it, and then like you get it in the little bag on the hanger, and it's like,
I don't need it cleaner. I just need it clean.
But it is very possible they just,
there's no wrinkles. That's all
like
you
I
need.
have like a steamer that you can get wrinkles out, and I feel like they could just do that with a big steamer, and it's like dry clean, done.
Like we used to go get my dad. Like I remember being with my mom in the car, going to pick up my dad's suits and stuff from the dry cleaner. I'm not that kind of adult that has clothes that need to be dry cleaned, so I don't even understand what it is.
Right. Yeah. I always would go with my dad too. And I work on radio, so I don't ever have to like wear a suit. I had to go to a banquet last week, and I felt like a fucking idiot when I showed up. I was wearing like a weird like Indian cowboy patterned fucking shirt.
I saw that picture. Like I heard you talk about it in the podcast last week, but I didn't see the picture yet. Then I saw the picture. Like, oh,
yeah, that guy was underdressed.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet either, but on the video version, now would be a great time to cut that video or that picture into the podcast.
I could do that. Good thinking.
For the viewers.
Good in there. Because yeah, like I mean, and they're like, oh, it's casual, like whatever. I'm gonna wear just like a button down, and I was like, cool, button down. And I mean, button down meant like suit shirt, not just a button down shirt you had in your closet that you would wear to the bar.
I don't own a sports coat or dress shoes.
I own a couple of sports coats.
I don't.
So
that's the kind of adult I am. Yeah, I know, but like
it's dope.
I could spend money on that, or I could buy a piece of paper from my favorite football team that says I'm a part owner. So I think we know what the smart call is.
I would do the football team one for sure. But yeah, dude, I have no idea what dry cleaning is.
No.
That could be a business where they are really just putting it on the hanger, moving it around like the rack. Because if you go inside, they do have the rack, and like everybody's got all their clothes on it. Like, just have one of those and be like, yep, it's around. Done. Put like have half of it's just a steam room, and then it comes out, and they're like, yep, you're done. You can come pick up your dry cleaning.
How much does it cost to do dry cleaning? You said you do that one white shirt. How much does that cost?
I feel like it's not expensive. Not to
I
like one
always
or two
assume
things.
It's expensive.
Me too. That's why I've never even thought about it.
I want to say mine were like when I just get the dress shirt, it's like $5 maybe.
So what you're saying is they're all like money laundering for drugs, because otherwise, how are they making a profit?
I mean, it's one shirt, but how much does dry clean? Well, fucking, you'll likely pay less than $10 per item for simple shirts or a pair of pants. Comforters.
Yeah, and I guess if you're
and other stuff. I used to work at a catering place, and we would drop off like tablecloths to the dry cleaner. So like that.
If you were suits to work, you could probably afford dry cleaning anyway. Like it's just part of doing business.
More money than us.
So
yeah, dry cleaning.
On that note,
how does it work? How does that stuff work? I don't know. You tell us.
But don't tell us. I got too much in my brain already. I can't store anything else.
My final thing I have for the Precome segment is it's kind of like soup season. Emma was making some soup the other day, and it was bomb. And I just got to thinking, like, soup goes bad after a while, but like if you don't stop necessarily cooking it, does it go bad? Where like, what if I just made a big thing of like soup and just left it on low on my stovetop forever?
You would have to keep adding ingredients, or else it's going to reduce down to nothing. It'll all evaporate eventually.
But the soup won't go bad though.
No, the soup will disappear.
Right. So you can prevent the soup from going bad if you just keep it on low all the time.
At some point, it's going to overcook. No matter how low it is. Yeah.
Soup can overcook. I don't think so.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass as much as you are.
What if I had some chicken and dumpling soup? Just like some Campbell's chicken and dumps. And then I pour those bad boys in some Campbell's chicken and dumps. I pour those bad boys into the pot, and I just leave that bad boy on. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have some chicken and dump soup, and then I scoop myself a bowl, but I want to keep it on there for just a little bit longer, and then I don't come back to it that night, but I leave it on low. Next morning I wake up, I think I'd still get that soup. Isn't that what they do at like the grocery store?
One day later. Well, no, like, at the grocery store at the end of the night. At the end of the night at the grocery store, they package it up and put it in the refrigerator.
Or do they?
No, they do.
Or do they?
You know who doesn't? Applebee's. They just leave that shit out trying to get you sick.
Applebee's extra. That's where they piss in it. they clean the urinals and they put that in the soup. That's what it is. Chili's.
Like how little respect do you have to have yourself to eat at Applebee's?
When Chili's is such a better option, and it is not like a crazy price or anything. It's just the same exact fucking price, and they have a triple dipper. Get your head out of your ass. Go to Chili's. Also, Chili's sponsor us. Like, we've been doing a lot of free ads. We always say no free ads, but we've given you guys a free ad, so hook us up at least.
Right.
I think the soup won't go bad if you just leave it on all the time.
Soup's on.
Soup's on. Exactly.
Yeah. I'll get on board with that. But here's the thing, though. Also, if soup is always on, I'm gonna smell it. See, that's why it won't go bad, because I'm gonna keep smelling it. I'm just gonna keep eating soup.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go on like an all soup diet for a week. Probably way too much salt in that for me, but
go back to our idea where it's just, instead of having the gallon of milk or the gallon of water a day, you just put like a gallon of wonton soup, dude.
I'd be so dehydrated. It'd be awesome. I don't know why that'd be awesome.
We didn't end up doing that last year, but I feel like I got to try it this year.
Yeah, like at some point I need to do.
I don't have enough sodium eating crawfish every week. I need more.
Right. Alex is on a mission to get gout.
No, don't say that. Don't even talk about things like that. We don't talk about that stuff. So soup can't go bad. Confirmed. All right.
Confirmed.
Great little Precome segment, everybody. Let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment, where we tell you what's back in the news this week. This week's Comeback segment is brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. Whoa, what is that I see? Is it Christmas season again? Oh, it looks like it is. It looks
no, it's almost Christmas season.
Christmas season.
Almost Christmas season.
Have you looked at PassTheGravyMerch.com? Because it's Christmas season at PassTheGravyMerch.com, because you want to make sure that you can go to those early December work Halloween or work Christmas parties, or, the ugly sweater parties. Those start early because everybody knows you're doing stuff towards the Christmas holiday. So you got to have these early December. That's why you want to order your Christmas sweaters now at PassTheGravyMerch.com. I have my Darling Like a Marlin on right now, although it is a little warm to wear right now today, but I pull those bad boys up, pull the sleeves up. I'm good to go. And the Darling Like a Marlin sweatshirt looks awesome. Sexy. Thank you. I feel sexy. Yeah. Dallas killed JFK. People don't forget. That's one that I believe our buddy Cole tweeted and said he didn't want it. He needed it. And yeah, he got one. The best seller, I would have to say, has to be the Good News I Saw a Dog Today. That's pretty awesome. The holidays are for the homies, with Jesus and Santa hanging out together. And then Block Santa. Which a lot of people may not remember this, but when Robert selected the sweater that he was going to wear to the Spooktacular, because last year was during COVID, so he wasn't at the Spooktacular then, but the most recent one that you were at, I believe you were in a Box Hunter Christmas sweater, weren't you?
I think I was. That one and the holidays are for the homies. Those are my favorite.
Holidays are for the homies are tight.
I don't know why anyone would be shocked. I don't know why anyone would be shocked. That's a puss hound if I've ever seen one right there.
Robert loves hunting bucks, but because it's getting to be the holiday season, it's getting to be bundle up season. We have some more items as well available in the store that are new. We have the PTG beanies. Now we have the PTG beanie that's black on black. That's pretty sick.
Murdered
Robert
out.
had that one, and it's murdered out. Get the murdered out PTG beanie. And then we also have the black beanie with the white PTG logo on it as well. And for the ladies, but for anybody really, we have the PTG crop hoodie. So if you want to, like, maybe you're working out all the time, you want to have a little crop top hoodie, that's what's up. If you want to be warm everywhere but your stomach, it's perfect.
Yeah, fellas,
Perfect.
you want to be cozy
up
up top, but you got to let the belly breathe. This is perfect.
All natural. I think it looks pretty sick. And any ladies, hurry up. Crop hoodies. PassTheGravyMerch.com. We also got all the other t-shirts and everything else that we normally have in the store. It is like sweater season. So like we have the Pasternut hoodie. We have the USA long sleeve hoodies and shirts. Oh, not the hoodie, we just have the sweatshirt. We have the Moon Man one though. All kinds of awesome stuff. Check out the Pass the Gravy merch store, PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you get anything, let us know what you got at Pass the Gravy Pod and give us a shout out. We'll retweet you, and we want to see all the stuff you guys are buying. Get those Christmas sweaters before December, guys. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of this week's Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first comeback kid of the week is sucking dick.
Sucking dick.
Because Joe Rogan can suck his own dick, apparently. He's the new Marilyn Manson.
And it's got to be weird because his penis looks exactly like his head.
Yeah, probably.
Unless he's uncircumcised, but I don't get that vibe from Joe.
I don't know. I haven't really thought that much into it, but yeah, I can see it looking like his head a lot. But yeah, that's I don't know how that came up. Obviously, I'm sure it was on his podcast, but it's a weird, like, I always wonder, like, how you get to that point where you're like, I'm going to try to suck my own dick. Cause I have never once tried to suck my own dick. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I never tried that.
I've never tried. When I was younger, this is probably, I don't know, going through puberty, junior high. I tried to see if I was flexible enough, but I never wanted my dick in my mouth. I just wanted to see if I was flexible enough to do it. I was not. I never was. Yeah. And I'm very flexible. It's a very, very weird angle you have to be able to get at.
It seems like it would be uncomfortable.
It'd be very uncomfortable. Your neck's at a weird angle. Your back is all hunched over. Unless you're just fucking huge and, congrats. But if you're that big, you can probably find somebody else to suck it anyway.
That's true. But yeah, that was just a weird story that kind of came across. I feel like Monday. It was like, yeah, sucking dick. It's back, guys.
Now, but here's the thing. Now that came out, all of his friends, like, they're sitting around bullshitting, hang out with Joe, like, you cocksucker. Ha!
But like anytime he leaves the room, like, what were you sucking your own dick?
Like, I know Joe's whole thing is he does weird shit and tries new experiences, but like, draw the line somewhere, everybody. Like,
dude, nothing's better than sitting in the sauna for 45 minutes and then going and laying in the cold tub for another 45 minutes and then sucking your own dick.
Have you ever just wanted your dick sucked but not had to actually talk to her? Yeah, Joe, that's what hookers are for, man. Like, come on.
Well, Joe is a married man, so maybe
get an arrangement. Maybe that's what had happened. Like,
yeah,
one time they got into a fight, and she was like, "Well, you better learn to suck your own dick. It's going to be a long time before I do." And Joe was like, "You know what? Fine,
I can."
He took some ivermectin and he curled up in a ball and he sucked his own dick. And then he came back to her and was like, "Listen, you better shape up because you're replaceable now."
So do you think Aaron Rodgers can suck his own dick?
Oh, because it's huge, yeah.
Well, and the
That
ivermectin.
guy's dick is like 4 feet long. Shailene Woodley said as much. She's like, he's got a massive cock. Couldn't be this random guy on the street.
This is his girlfriend, so she's gonna probably say that.
I mean, what does she have to gain from lying about his dick?
Well, nobody wants to make like you don't want to like.
Hey,
she's in the public
also-
eye, so people are gonna make fun of her if she like was like, yeah, my boyfriend has a really small dick. you know?
Olivia Munn hates him now. She had every opportunity to say he was got a small dick. No, she just said he does
Well,
not like
she's
to
a
eat
classy
pussy.
lady. Olivia Munn is classy.
She came out and said he doesn't like to eat box.
Well, he's Italian. Italian, not pervert. There.
And it's back.
See, I can play that game sometimes. So yeah, sucking dick. It's back, guys and gals. Also back, Lil Nas X, our king. The king stays king. He was named GQ's Man of the Year this week. And I mean, I don't want to say we've predicted all this stuff, but like we've predicted all of this stuff. I want to say like future news. I want to say we said something like he was either president or man of the year or something like that.
Probably president.
Yeah, it's probably something more extreme than man of the year, but I'll take
think
man
he
of the
can
year
suck his own
as
dick?
president of GQ. He's got dance moves. He's probably flexible. Everybody's
That's what I'm saying, he
flexible to
looks
probably do it,
flexible.
right?
Right? Like I'm flexible, but I've got like this fucking spare tire that's just in the way. There's too much fat for my body to bend like that. Lil Nas X is cut up,
Yeah, he is cut.
and he probably has a
Probably.
huge dick.
Probably then. Yeah, I would guess he could.
Good for him.
Robert, what do you think?
If he could,
Do you think he can?
no, I don't think he can.
All right, trying to play
I don't
devil's
think he can.
advocate. Although he likes devils, so plays right into his hand. But Lil Nas X, kings stay kings. Like what can't he do? He's like had a bajillion streams on his new album. He's gonna win.
According to
a bunch of
Robert, he can't suck
Grammys.
his own
That
dick.
comes up. Well, that's just according to Robert. We both said he could. So by majority, he can. But yeah, Lil Nas X, King Stay Kings, and he is GQ's Man of the Year. I don't remember who won it last year, but I feel like he's definitely the best Man of the Year ever now, probably.
I mean, it's a bullshit made up award. Sorry, it was a bullshit made up award until this year. And was he named Man of the Year? Because I thought I saw on the cover it just said GQ's Men of the Year, and he was just on the cover. Because he got the cover, does that mean he is the Man of the Year, or is he just one of the Men of the Year, and they don't give it to a single person anymore?
I saw a tweet that said Lil Nas X, GQ Man of the Year.
That's what I saw too, but like on the cover, it just showed like, Men of the Year. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. I don't actually like look into any of these things on anything. I just read it headlines. That's how I get all my news. I'm the worst kind of person in the world.
Yep. And then just speak about it like it's fact.
Yeah.
Done. Very easy to do.
I'm going to use every last inch of privilege that I have, man. It's there. Why not use it?
I mean, that's a good point.
Ozzy Osbourne won last year's Man of the Year.
Ozzy. Sharon. That was my Ozzy Osbourne impression.
That
It was
wasn't
dead
a
on.
bad Ozzy.
I
Wasn't
guess
bad at all.
he won the 2020 Lifetime Achievement Award. He won the GQ Men of the Year 2020 Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't know what that means exactly.
It
That
seems
sounds
cool.
like the Michael Scott's Race for the Cure, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, we're trying to come up with an award for that for the Gravies. So chill out.
Oh, we
We
will.
like long-winded worded.
But
things.
ours means something. We
means a
stand for
lot.
stuff.
That's why we have so many words involved into it because it means so much,
Of course. Got to have the words.
right? And okay, moving on. So yeah, that was another one. Lil Nas X. He's a comeback kid. And then what did Paul Rudd get?
Sexiest.
Sexiest.
Man alive.
Man alive.
man. Thank you, Emma. Sexiest man alive.
Which,
That's
like,
cool.
I mean, everyone loves Paul Rudd. You want to give him the most lovable man alive? Yeah, he's not the sexiest man alive. Come on.
Wow.
I don't care if you want to say personality matters,
Wow.
but like, there's some sexy men out there.
Not this year.
Like, you're
I
trying to
kind of
tell me
wanted
Paul Rudd's sexier than Chris Hemsworth. Get out of here.
I kind of want to do an impromptu like mock draft of Paul Rudd movies, but I don't feel like any of us are prepared. So like that would be a really good, like save that for mock draft season. Robert,
Yes.
remember that. Remind us in mock draft season, Paul Rudd movie mock draft.
Robert's just going to read off the first 4 that it shows up on Google.
I have the 2 Ant-Man, and that's it.
I was about to say he knows Ant-Man.
He's so good.
So
I love
just
Paul
keep
Rudd.
using Ant-Man over and over. Ant-Man, also Ant-Man. Ant-Man again. Ant-Man
Forgetting
and the
Sarah
Wasp
Marshall.
or whatever it was.
Kunu.
He played someone's aunt in the movie. He's the Aunt Man, right?
Oh.
Ant-Man.
Yeah. See, that's perfect. Perfect. Our other comeback
Lit.
kid we got is Britney Spears. So I thought she was freed like 2 weeks ago, but apparently
Yeah.
she was just freed this weekend. And there's a big party that she didn't go to. And now she can do whatever she wants, and she's posting a bunch of weird shit. She was already posting a bunch of weird shit, but now she's posting other weird shit where it's like, guys, should I have a baby? And it's like, do you think the like people that were like protesting for you are gonna say no?
I will step up and I will help Britney have a baby.
Well, she's married, so.
Ah.
Or
Wait, how is she married, but her dad was?
engaged.
Oh, okay.
I think now she's engaged, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, dude, Britney Spears is free finally, but she was free before, but now she's really free from a conservatorship, which I still don't understand, because I guess that just meant that like her dad was allowed to make every decision in her life.
Yeah, her dad was able to allowed to just take all of her money and hold as much for him as he wanted for like 20 years because he's a piece of shit.
But it was because like they like said like she was like not mentally.
Yeah, she had a mental
able to do
breakdown at
it.
one point. It happens, and then he just held on to it and never gave her back control of her life. Even like it was bullshit. He's a
But you had
bad
to, like
dad.
tax. You had to have like a dad tax though. You're like, I did hold on to your money.
He's a
But
bad
I
dad.
forget like a tax.
No, he did do that.
But
At the end of
not
it,
all
he said he had said like I'll give up the conservatorship for $1 million. He actually did. I don't know if it was $1 million, but he actually did that. And she was like, yes, fine,
Yeah.
take $1 million. I don't care. I'm Britney fucking Spears.
It's a pretty scumbag move.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Real scumbag guy.
I hope
But
he has
Britney,
a fucking
free.
mental breakdown and she gets conservatorship over him and she fucking tortures him for the rest of his life.
That'd be wild. That would be a wild twist.
That would be.
It'd be the perfect ending of like a Lifetime movie. Wouldn't it?
No, I feel like they usually end on a better note than flipping who's torturing who. It's like a weird horror movie.
I still think they could add that in there.
Could be. You just got to change the music a little bit, and Lifetime movies are very different.
It's just all Britney Spears music.
Yeah.
Toxic.
The entire time he's on screen, Toxic is just playing in the background.
Yeah, toxic. La 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 la. That's like his Darth Vader music whenever he comes in. Dun, 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 dun.
She's
That's
training in the gym.
Dun, 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 dun. That's the Britney version of that.
Star Wars, Britney's version.
Oh yes. That should definitely like somebody make that Star Wars, the Britney Spears edition. Star Wars Episode 10, Free Britney.
I'd watch that.
I would too. I think it'd be good. It'd be like Rogue One. It was in between some of them. It was in between the last one
3 and
whatever
4.
The next one is. Yeah.
It was between the original and the last one of the prequels.
It was before Rogue One. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Done. All right. Britney Spears. She's a comeback kid. Also, a familiar face / foe that's back is Odell Beckham Jr. ruining teams because he has already kind of started rooting the Rams. I mean, he hasn't really done anything, but the Rams are 0-1 after signing Odell Beckham, who wanted out from the Browns because Baker Mayfield wouldn't throw it to him enough. And prior to that, he went out of the Giants because he wasn't getting the ball enough. So
Oh, it's gonna
like
really help.
2 times now he's been relocated because he didn't think he got the ball enough. I always go back to this example. I dated a girl in college that had a roommate that had moved from a bunch of different apartments, and she would always talk about how her roommates and her just didn't get along. I was like, well, you're in your 3rd or 4th apartment in a year. Maybe it's you. Like all of your.
Did you ever tell her that?
I did, and it did not go over well. But I didn't really care because it's like, I mean,
you're gonna be gone in 3 months regardless.
Yeah, everybody else is thinking this. So like, did you think like maybe fighting with every one of your roommates could be like a you problem if they were all able to coexist without moving out, and then you move in and then there's an issue and then you're out and there's probably not an issue anymore? I don't know.
God damn it.
That's kind of like an Odell thing. It was like, hey, look in the mirror a little bit, dude.
This is what I think it's really going to work here, though, because, Cooper Kupp averages about 10 to 12 targets a game. So there's no way Odell's going to see that every game and not get mad that he's not getting that many. There's no way this ends poorly.
He's never going to be upset for lack of targets, even though the other receiver did go out. And now, like, he's going to have to step up, but like, because he's going to have to take on a bigger role, maybe earlier than he had expected. That's definitely not going to come into play if he doesn't get a couple of balls thrown his way all the time.
He's such a fucking idiot. Apparently, like, he was ready to sign with the Packers, but they couldn't give him the number that he wanted. So he didn't go to the Packers.
Sounds like Odell.
Like the number, dog. And then that held up the Rams deal too, because other players had the numbers that he wanted. And he was like, you guys need to tell them to give up the number for me, which one, I don't remember who it was, but one of them did.
Yeah, he wanted 3. I think it was his college number.
So, like, he forced some low level on the team guy to give up his fucking number. To like, he's such a dickhead. I did kind of want him on the Packers though, because I knew Aaron would find a way.
Like Odell in a Packers jersey doesn't make sense.
No, it would be wrong.
It's like, a weird looking guy in a jersey, you know?
I knew one of 2 things would happen. Aaron would find a way to get him the ball, and he would at least squeeze some football out of him. Or 2, in a couple weeks in, he would bitch, and the Packers would immediately cut him.
True. Like they just did that with the Cowboys guy, right?
Jalen Smith. Well, no, I think there's something actually wrong with Jalen to where that didn't work out, because like maybe his knee really just never recovered from that injury. He had like 2 good years, then fell off hard. But like if he did anything to piss off Aaron, immediately gone. Immediately gone. Aaron would just be like, he would just turn around and be like, that's it, you're off the fucking team.
Like, bro, I've cut off my family. I have no problem cutting off my teammates.
Right?
I did that to this franchise for an entire off season.
Because he's a man of integrity.
Fuck.
I side with Aaron.
I'm Team Aaron, man. I'm Team Aaron. I'm rooting for the Packers. I think, like, I have convinced myself that the Giants are going to run the table. But if that weren't to happen, on the small chance that doesn't happen, and that we don't make the playoffs at what would it be? It would be 11-6, solid playoff record, I would say. That I want the Packers to win the Super Bowl for you. Buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
because I think Aaron's on a fuck you tour from a couple weeks ago. Although he wasn't last week like I thought he would, but still the Packers dominated. We'll get that here in a little bit. But I think the Packers are pretty fucking good this year. Pretty fucking good. And really, I just don't want the Cowboys to do anything. So fuck them up, Packers. I'm not worried about the Cowboys, but I just don't want the Cowboys to get very far. And I'm glad that the Packers are also very good.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys.
Our final comeback kid of the week is toppling the patriarchy, guys, because Taylor Swift is back and patriarchies are falling left and right. And I am a big fan of Taylor Swift, specifically the Little M shop merchandise that is not officially Taylor Swift, but isn't not Taylor Swift, but is not a licensed Taylor Swift merchandise, but it's still sick. There are keychains you can get at littlemshop.com that say fuck the patriarchy. Whether or not you want fuck censored or not, you can go get them. littlemshop.com. And there's also getaway car keychains, which is also another little like Taylor Swift reference, littlemshop.com. But the patriarchy is being toppled now. A patriarchy is a
who's to blame system. This time?
Jake Gyllenhaal was who they were going after this time. Although it was just Taylor Swift taking back the rights to her music, because I think Scooter Braun owns the rights to her old music.
Oh, wait. Was this? Oh, so this is just a re-release of one of the old ones.
It's a
but
re-release.
It's her release. Okay. See, that's what I thought. Like, I saw today that everyone was mad at Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was like, oh, I guess he stole her scarf. I was like, I thought they dated years ago.
Yes.
I thought they dated years ago, and it turns out that's right. Okay, see, I'm not cool enough to follow any of this anymore, guys. I'm too old.
Well, the whole thing was just like, they were like, why are people attacking Jake Gyllenhaal for something that happened like years and years ago? It's like, oh, because Taylor Swift had put out this album, because she didn't own the rights to her stuff anymore. So she just like did her own spin on her other songs, but like they are the same songs. I think she made some longer. And
how did nobody figure out you could do this before? Like, for years we heard about
they did, but that's a lot of work though. That is a lot of work to like go and just redo the same stuff you've already done, you know?
You've been singing it every day of your life for 15 fucking, like, you used to hear about bands not owning their music. And now it comes out, you can just re-record it.
True.
Like, what?
But I mean, also sometimes you want to come up with other stuff too. You want to come up with like you're like, I'm a different artist than I was then. I would like.
No,
to,
I get that, but
like,
bands that would get into disputes
stuff
about not owning their music, like, you could just be like, okay, well, you could sell it back to me. I'll do this, or I'm gonna remake it exactly the same way. Tag it as myself. Tell my fans to not buy your version, and you don't get any money.
But if you're not as big as Taylor Swift, are that many people going to go get the new version as opposed to the old version that they may already have? And then that person still gets it. Like, I think that you have to be like Taylor Swift level to be able to do it.
Yeah,
and then profit
of course. I'm saying for like big name people that like what, because in order to say I want control of my music and actually think you have a case for it, you pretty much have to be a pretty big name.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. So we're agreeing, but I'm yelling at you, but we're agreeing.
But we're also toppling patriarchies, okay? Because one thing we stand for on this show is patriarchies.
I've never heard the song or the story or anything about it, but I stand with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, he has her he has her scarf, and
proof. I need proof.
To her keychain. But if your keychain gets thrown on the ground, you can get your own "fuck the patriarchy" keychain at littlemshop.com.
I saw a tweet that was like, imagine dating someone for 3 months, and then for the rest of your life, they just release music about your life. Like, they did it for 3 months. And this has been going on for how many years now?
But she was like 20 when that happened, though, too. So like, you're 20, you're obviously like in that stage where you're going to write songs about the guy or girl that broke your heart and stuff like that. And like,
I'm just saying
that's why when she goes back, yeah, you have this stuff happen because she went back. But like, she's not like attacking Jake. She's just singing the lyrics that she already wrote.
Yo, I know. No, it just, the tweet made me laugh of like, this was like what, 12 years ago? 10 years ago? Something like that.
And then I was talking to Emma about this the other night, or last night, I guess. But I was like, do you think like if like you were in like a successful, super happy relationship, like you're married and shit, and it's like Taylor Swift sings a song about you, like, get over it, bitch. Like, just get over it, dude.
That's what I was reading the comments.
Like with Skater Boy from Avril Lavigne, like, is he just like, yo, I'm happy now, Av, I'm happy.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, she was married to Pete Wentz, right? But then they get divorced. I don't know.
But she's also engaged to Derek Whibley from Sum 41 as well.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
I was reading some of the comments underneath it, and it was like, it was the funniest intersection of exactly what you would think it'd be. Just like guys being like, well, after this long, don't you think it's your fault you can't find a man? And it's like, and then just people being like, well, yeah, dude, that's dating. Like, sometimes it doesn't work out. Not everyone's going to get married at 22.
Yeah.
And then just dudes being all pissy. And then like every corner of like internet tropes showed up, like the white knights coming to her defense.
Mm-hmm.
Just douchebag guys
though.
Being like, how dare she date more than one man in her life?
Sometimes just like Twitter's just like we all come together on some things to just discuss. And it's hateful sometimes, but then other times it's not. Like on Monday night, I took the Giants boat trip photo and I just photoshopped Odell. Like Odell was in it, but I just put a bunch of Rams players' faces on it. And like the comments that came in on it were just like people that were like, fuck Odell. like, damn it, he better not do this to the Rams. And then Giants fans being like, man, I'm glad he's not our problem anymore. This was the best we ever were before then. Like, we've not been the same since. Just like every sort of like take on that was there. And I was very happy just being like, it was a melting pot. You know, that's what America is. America's a melting pot. Twitter's really a melting pot. And sometimes it's not, sometimes that melting pot's not going to taste good.
You should do another one where you just Photoshop his face over every player. And just a boatload of Odell. That's what would make him really happy.
That's what he wants on the field, actually.
Boatload of Odell. That sounds like what he would name his own band.
Boatdell Beckham.
Because I'm the best of all time, guys. No, you're a dick with bad hair.
But patriarchies, they're toppled. Taylor Swift
Get
is
him out of
also
here.
back. And that is our comeback kid of the week segment. No, actually, Halo. For you, Pat, Halo is also back because that's all Pat cares about. And I don't have any friends to play Call of Duty with anymore because Pat only plays Halo.
I'm sure that sounds exactly like the music. And if it doesn't, it's not my voice, it's the microphone. So don't worry about it. Yes, I feel like I'm 12 again. I'm back. Halo's so back, and I'm back, guys. I love it. Some of you saw me streaming the other. Shout out Jay Fred. He was talking in there. Somebody else was there. I don't remember right now though because I'm an idiot. I'm having so much fun. I haven't had this much fun with a video game in a long time, and I love playing Call of Duty. But just the nostalgia of Halo. Halo was like the game I grew up on. Like starting with Halo 1, and then Halo 2 came out and completely revolutionized online gaming. And there's this new weapon where you just fire a giant fucking spike one at a time at people when it blows up vehicles and just annihilates people. And I'm so happy. I think this is what getting married feels like, guys. I'm so happy right now. Like me and Halo. It's the happiest day of my life. Me and Halo. Well, no, the happiest day of my life will probably be when December 2nd, I think, when the campaign comes in. December 9th? December 7th. It's a single digit December.
6th or 9th.
Somewhere in there. Maybe sick, dude. But yes,
at
Halo
420.
Halo's back. If you guys are into Halo, ever were into Halo, the multiplayer is free. Jump online, get it. It's still a beta right now, so you're either just playing a random big team battle or random 4v4 like Slayer and Oddball and shit. It's so much goddamn fun.
Or play Call of Duty with me because I need friends to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, Alex needs new friends because we all banded him to play Halo.
Like all 7 of the people are just like, nope. Oh, okay, cool. I'll just hang out here.
We'll get back on with you soon, buddy. It's just
sure.
It's a new relationship. Sometimes your friend's gonna disappear for a week or two.
I get it. I see how it goes.
They'll come back.
I see how it goes. Okay, let's move on to the football picks segment of the show, the PTG Picks. I kind of got into it earlier, but brought to you by LittleMShop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Do you want the new Fuck the Patriarchy keychains? Go to LittleMShop.com. Do you want the getaway car keychains? LittleMShop.com. Do you want cool little compact mirrors? LittleMShop.com. Stickers. They also got t-shirts. They also got other things too. They got air fresheners, the best air fresheners in the world. I saw Pat was just put one in his work truck. Said it really, really freshened the whole thing up. But yeah, the to-do lists, the checklist, the when was the last time I did this list where we use ours for when we give Wheezy her heartworm pills and everything like that. The dirty, clean dishwasher thing, you can either get it in a magnet, or if you don't have a dishwasher, the magnet would stick to you. You can get Velcro and stick that on there too. When the dishes are clean, you just put it on clean, so nobody's unloading a dirty dishwasher or vice versa. Awesome stuff. All of that can be found at littlemshop.com. Go give them a follow on Twitter at Little M Tweets. That's at Little EM Tweets. And on Instagram, they're at Little EM Shop. LittleMShop.com. The best air fresheners, stickers, keychains, t-shirts, everything in the whole wide world. Also, make sure you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order. LittleMShop.com. LittleEMShop.com. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order. Let's get into the PTG Picks segment, Pat. Another successful week for Pat, and I don't know what's happening.
I'm creeping up on you.
I had it. I had this whole season figured out, and it's falling apart right now.
Rams might not be good. We might be fooled by them.
Yeah. I mean, I really am honestly I'm the most pissed at the Titans. The Titans fucked me because I had
told you
Titans
it was a
minus
rat line.
3.
Told you it was
Well,
a
I
rat
mean,
line.
but it almost hit. And then there was that bullshit Saints touchdown at the very end. Like they won by 2 and I had Titans minus 3, but we don't need to get into last week. I did go 1-2. Pat went 2-1 on the year. I'm 19-11. Pat's 15-14 and 1. I will start first this week. I didn't love a lot of lines. There were probably 4 or 5 I was looking at, but
I think we looked at the same lines probably, and you took some, I took some.
Right. Although we don't discuss our picks beforehand with each other.
No. But I'm saying, I once I saw your picks, I was like, I also looked at all of those. I just didn't. I happened to go another way.
Yeah. I mean, like now I'm looking at our sheet. I can see Pat's picks, but I'm going to start us off. I had the Packers minus 2 over the Vikings. I told you I'm riding with Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is on a fuck you tour. I think the Vikings, they got that win last week. They're feeling better about themselves, and the Packers are just going to swoop in and fuck about. The Packers defense showed up. The Packers have a defense now, and I think they're going to stop Kirk Cousins, and I think Aaron Rodgers is going to get some tutties this week.
Bro, the Packers defense is real, and we're missing a lot of pieces. Also, Dalvin Cook shouldn't be on the field. I don't know how the NFL is not doing an investigation into him right now. It's a whole other topic. We'll get to that when it comes up for real, but shouldn't be on the field.
Fair.
Yeah. Packers defense is real, dude. I don't know. Like the first couple of weeks, they were really bad. And then we started losing defensive players, and they all just decided, hey, let's play elite now. And out of nowhere, they're just fucking stonewalling everybody. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. We're missing
the Seahawks.
We're missing our top 2 corners. Our rookie Stokes out of Georgia is balling out like a fucking animal. We're missing our best pass rusher and probably second best pass rusher. Everyone else is stepping up. We signed Whitney Merciless from fucking the Texans. He plays well, immediately tears his pec like 3 weeks into it. We got injuries everywhere on the defense, and they just keep fucking rolling. I don't know what is happening with this team right now, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. And it's even more fun if you're betting on those games. That's why the Packers are a fun team to bet on because they've been covering.
I'm going to start taking the under too.
Okay. I didn't want to risk any of that, but I took Packers minus 2. I see you also have Packers minus 2 over the Vikings. I am also going to go with another team that's been doing a lot to cover the spread a bunch. I think they've not covered once this season. The Dallas Cowboys, who I hate. But again, I don't care if I lose a Dallas Cowboys bet because fuck the Cowboys. They are playing the Chiefs. The Chiefs have kind of had a nice little come up. I would love it if the Chiefs just beat the fuck out of Dallas. Classy move. You're going for it on like the 2-yard line when you're up 36-3. You're just gonna go on a QB sneak like that. You're just gonna run it. You don't give a fuck. Real classy move. Dallas.
Dirtbags.
They're going to need to keep – they should have saved some of those points for the playoffs when they choke inevitably like they do every season.
Class matters.
Who gives
Karma's
a fuck
going to get them.
that you beat the Falcons? I mean, I think they still beat the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are they've been coming up. They've been looking good, but they're not all there. Dallas seems like they're a more complete team, and Dallas is getting points. So like that does feel like a trap. I don't.
Yeah.
If Dallas loses and this is a trap, I'm cool with it.
I think this is one of those like I didn't even necessarily think trap on it. I think it's just Kansas City still gets too much respect. They have that was
initially what I thought. I was like, you're going to give Dallas points because of Kansas City's win. Okay.
They are good enough to just at any moment drop 40 points. But they have not been good this year. They played good last week, but like
well, and then the week before that, they really had to grind it out against a very good Giants team. And then, so you know, like they've had some tough competition lately, and they've come out on top of those. So maybe that is why.
I'm sorry to say, I hope Kansas City wins. Let's say I hope they win by 2. So you still win your bet. I hope Kansas City wins.
I do not care. That's the beauty of betting the Cowboys this year. Is I bet the Cowboys because they cover.
Okay, good. I hope they lose by 40.
That's cool. I would be very okay with that.
I've got to bet with my buddy on who has a better season, Packers and Cowboys. So I need them to start losing some games.
Record.
Regular season. Okay. And of course, the week that they lose, Aaron's out with COVID. So I could have got a game in hand there, and it fucked up. But
true. But I mean, they think they're What are we? We're like 8-1, 9-1 in covering the spread this year. I'm gonna take Dallas on that. Kansas
Neither
City's
of us
not great
take
at
them last
covering
week. That's fucking crazy.
because they were 9.5 point favorites against.
Yeah, it was Atlanta.
I guess over Atlanta, but they had just lost the Broncos the week before, so that's why.
Bounce back game. We should have known that.
Know.
We
I don't like
should have
betting
seen
on them in games like that. But I'm gonna take Dallas plus 2.5 over the Chiefs. And my final pick is I think it's the Sunday night game. The Steelers plus 5.5 over the Chargers. Two teams kind of going in opposite directions. I can see the Chargers winning this, but 5.5 is a lot, and the Steelers have a really good defense.
And
I think even if the Steelers don't win, they'll be able to hang around. Maybe the Chargers win by like a field goal or so. Like 5.5 points to me is a lot, and that was enough incentive for me to do that. Big Ben, if he's back, I think he plays better, and if not, a tie. This still hits. Pittsburgh's coming off a tie, kind of embarrassing. You'd think that they're gonna have a little bit better performance this next week. The Chargers just kind of are a team that's just they look lost at this point. I don't think that they are officially. I think they're still a good team. They just got to work some kinks out. But I think that this is a game that I could see the Chargers winning, but I also think this will be a close game. So I'll take the 5.5.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh plays close.
Justin Herbert's looked bad. Not just like
yes,
things have gone wrong. He's looked bad.
He's
the
still
last
a very
3
good
weeks.
quarterback, but he just hasn't looked great.
Yeah, something's wrong there. Pittsburgh's defense is strong. As long as Ben's back, I kind of like this. I don't know.
Even if Mason Rudolph's around, I still think they're within 6 points, basically.
If Mason Rudolph's on the field, I do not like this bet. Mason Rudolph.
Just run it with Najee.
Mason Rudolph wishes he was as bad as Justin Herbert has looked.
Run it with Najee McNabb, who didn't know that ties were a thing.
Right. That still astounds me when players don't know that. But yeah, I like those three from you, though.
Like you got Packers -2.
Packers -2. We don't usually pick a lot of Thursday night games, but I'm going New England -7 over Atlanta. I'm not overthinking this. It seems like it could be a letdown spot, but Bill Belichick's too good of a coach to have a letdown spot. New England's way better than Atlanta. They just are -7. It's a good amount of points. I'm just not going to overthink it. New England's a better team. New England -7. And after that, Cincinnati -1 over Vegas. It's in Vegas. Since he's not looked great the last couple weeks, I don't know. Since Vegas had that first win after Gruden was out, emotional win. I think the season just can start going into a tail slide for them here. I don't see them stopping.
To when the Giants beat them and just took all the confidence out of them.
I don't.
The Giants are a dominant team. You broke them.
I don't see them being able to slow down Burrow and what's his name? The receiver who's just an absolute animal.
Jamar Chase.
I don't see them being able to slow
down.
Down.
Cincinnati's kind of struggled lately. I think maybe that kind of plays into it a little bit, but yeah.
I think it's a bounce back game for Cincy.
I think Cincinnati wins this.
It's just, this is all gut. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Vegas wins. It's at home. I don't trust Vegas. I don't. Deshaun Jackson likes to just stop running when he has an easy touchdown and fumble the game away. Anytime you're relying on Deshaun Jackson,
that was such a
Deshaun
Jackson move.
His whole career, he's made plays like that. He did it in the high school All-America game. Like he loves showboating to the detriment of his team and turning the ball over. It's his favorite thing to do.
The new miracle at the Meadowlands. He fumbled that fucking punt. Shouldn't have been to him at all. And then he picks it up and runs it back, and it's just like, fuck that guy. I hate Deshaun Jackson. Because of that play, like, I just fucking hope the worst for him. Like, I don't want him to die or anything, but, like, I hope he doesn't have a successful career anymore.
I mean, he's had one.
But I hope it's not any more successful.
You hope it ends soon.
I just hope he stays around for a very long time and sucks and does shit like that where he just loses the ball and
keeps making millions of dollars a year. Okay.
I don't fucking care. He's already going to do that. Fuck Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird lines this week, but I like our picks.
I really was tempted. Giants.
We have yet. I think this is the deepest we've gone into a year where we haven't had a double 3-0.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a lot of them, but like I feel like what it is because I have it like I started off.
We had two last year. We had two last year, I don't know how many we had the year before, because I remember we had like one like the second week of the season. We were like, we're gonna fucking fuck shit up this year, dude. And then we just like tailed off.
I've been smart this year. You in previous years, every week I would parlay all of our picks together. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not throwing.
I haven't been doing that either.
Yeah, it's just I've learned. It's been documented on here. I used to be in love with parlays. I've gotten away from them. I'm not.
I still am to an extent.
No, I barely put parlays together, and normally it's 2 teams if I do it. Occasionally I'll throw a 3-4 teamer together, but usually that's on European hockey.
Well, that doesn't seem like a weird thing at all. But
no,
yeah,
hey, I got sources.
So our picks to recap. I got Packers, or we both have Packers -2 over the Vikings. I have the Cowboys +2.5 over the Chiefs, and the Steelers +5.5 over the Chargers. Pat has the Patriots -7 over the Falcons, and the Bengals -1 over the Raiders. We're gonna post a graphic, I guess, since this is a Thursday game week. Since you picked a Thursday game, I'll post it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I immediately thought about. I was like, I got to make Alex do a
Friday
little
and
work
Sunday.
early.
Whatever, I'll get it
It
done.
was the first thing I thought about.
Our next segment is the What Would Jesus Do segment, where you throw Jesus in a situation he might find himself in if he came back today in 2021. What kind of stuff would he do? Who knows? I mean, we had the bracelets growing up, but they never told us what he would do. It wasn't like a fortune cookie or anything like that. So we ask you guys, hashtag PTG WWJD is where you would submit them to Twitter @PassGradyPod. We're going to do this until you guys quit sending them. I appreciate those of you that have been sending some. We were getting kind of low on that, but we can't ever have too many WWJD scenarios. Hashtag PTG WWJD to @PassGradyPod. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Jonathan Frederic @JohnFreds on Twitter. He says, if Jesus was a high school teacher / coach, which subject or sport would he teach or coach, and why? He said he thinks he could be a history teacher.
I mean, it's very obvious what he would
woodshop.
teach.
Woodshop.
Yeah, he's gonna be the wood shop coach. He was a fucking carpenter.
He's a carpenter, so yeah, wood shop.
And there's a separation of church and state, so his history might get him in trouble. But he'll teach you how to make a hell of a chalice or a bench.
He's probably not going to teach you how to make a cross.
Nope. Like I said, separation of church and state.
Well,
Jesus,
I mean,
you respect that.
Like, that probably brings back some bad memories.
Also, I don't think he would teach it like a straight Jesuit or something. He's not going to go to a religious school. He's a man of the people. He's public school all the way.
Probably an inner city school.
Could be.
Back.
Now, what would he coach? That's where this gets interesting.
Why? See, if
I feel like he's a track coach. I don't know why. He did long walks. I feel like that could translate to running.
Well, he wouldn't be like a dancing instructor or anything like that, because Jesus didn't tap. We know that. But I would say that I don't really think of a coaching scenario in it.
I wouldn't see, because carpentry or woodshop was so obvious. I'm like, we gotta do what would he coach? Robert, you got any idea? Like, are you with us on carpentry or woodshop? That's what he's gonna teach?
Yeah, obvious.
What would he coach though?
That's a good question. What would he coach?
This is hard. Would it be like an intramural sport that he? No.
No. He has to be like one of the major ones. Track makes sense, but I feel like
because he was cut and skinny. Jesus never ran. He never ran from anything though. He faces problems.
Right.
Can't be swimming. Jesus walks on top of water. He does it. Not great at teaching the technique there.
Yeah, he's not got that. I mean, I feel like baseball. Maybe
I was gonna say that just
baseball is a lot of
assistant coach. Like he'd be the third base coach, like telling you whether hey, Jesus telling you to stop, you stop. Jesus telling you to go for it, you go for it. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think he's third base coach.
Or
Third
he
base
could
coach
be,
/ like JV head coach.
if we were going back like old school and going back to teaching, he could be like a driving instructor, because I know they used to teach like how to drive at school because Jesus could just take the wheel.
That's not him teaching.
Right.
That's
Well,
him
he
taking
was
over.
a driving instructor at that point, but you know, he would help you take the wheel.
I like that though. Wood shop, and I think third base coach.
Baseball.
Like assistant coach on the
I don't
varsity
know. I
team.
feel like maybe he's like a bullpen coach, dude. Just hanging out with the boys. Like, I could see JC hanging out with the boys, helping you work on your slider a little bit as it's going, you know.
I could definitely see Jesus being
Fixing the holes in your game.
He's teaching you wood shop in third period, and then after school, he's hanging out in the bullpen. He's he's throwing in a dip with the players.
He's throwing a dipperuski in, yeah.
Jesus
But
is
he's
the
like-
pitching coach.
He's like the wacky guy, not like the main pitching coach, like the bullpen coach. He just like hangs out in the pen.
First of all, this is
11. Start warming up.
This is high school we're talking about here. You're not going to have a pitching coach and just a bullpen coach. You got a pitching coach. That's it. If you're lucky.
Well, this is a school with a lot of coaches.
It's a public school. Okay, remember, it's a public
really
school.
Invested in their baseball team.
I'm just going to say the pitching coach. I'd let Jesus teach me a curveball.
Yeah. So I think pitching coach,
baseball
coach, and he would teach wood shop class.
Yeah. Like in Major League, when he goes, when he said Joe Boo help hit curveball, Jesus doesn't do that. He goes, you try to tell me Jesus Christ couldn't hit a curveball? He could, because he'd also know how to throw a nasty one, so he knows what he's looking for. He's the pitching coach. He's the Shohei Ohtani of coaches. He can throw and hit.
You do it all. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Shohei O Jesus.
There we go. That works. Thank you, Jonathan. That's a solid question for
I
us.
like
Southern Star Brewing Company is the next one.
Oh! Astros just re-signed Verlander. 1 year,
Tight.
$25 million.
Breaking news, even though you'll hear this later.
Verlander, baby! Let's go, Robert! Let's fucking go, baby! We're going back! Woo!
All right. Astros and Justin Verlander. Late comeback kid addition to the pod. And Robert with a dab
I'm
there.
hard.
So you missed Robert's dab, but whatever.
I did because I'm hard. Sorry.
Well, you know
It's
what gets me
inappropriate.
going is Southern Star Brewing Company. When I have a nice Southern Star brewski, that really gets me going. There's a lot of things in this world that are not cool. Southern Star Brewing Company is not one of those things. Southern Star Brewing Company is very cool. And one of the things that makes them super duper cool, not only because they gave us our own beer, it's also because they're letting us have our 8th annual Christmas Spooktacular going down there December 18th. We got a start time. We're going on at 1:30 p.m. that afternoon. We got Kyle Tom Chesson playing beforehand. Alexander, formerly Ian D'Artez of Hold On Hollywood, is going to close things out after that. Then we got Santa. We got all kinds of fun stuff going down. The Christmas movie bracket returns. Will Die Hard go back to back? I don't know. We've never had a back-to-back champion, I don't think, in the 7 years previous that we've done it. But we'll see if Die Hard can change things up this year, and we'll have some live answers, some live not cools if you guys want to weigh in on that. We have the Gravies Awards, the 3rd annual Gravies Awards going down, and it's gonna be a ton of fun. Southern Star is always a ton of fun. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. So mark your calendars for Saturday, December 18th. At 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. 1:30 p.m. is when we go on. And wear your Christmas sweaters. Get your Christmas sweaters, passagradmerch.com. And Southern Star Brewing Company, there's something for everybody. I'm drinking a strawberry bombshell blonde, my personal favorite ever from Southern Star Brewing Company. But I've also had, I hadn't seen them in stores in a while, but the Southern Brunch, I finally got my hands on some Southern Brunch this weekend. So I was drinking one of those
So nice.
earlier in the pod. It's awesome. If you're not a big beer guy or gal, which I am a big beer guy, but it's just like a mimosa beer. I just hadn't had it in a while. I want a little Southern Brunch back in my life. So I got that. And there's something for everybody at SouthernStarBrewingCompany.com. If you go up to the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe, say you're part of the Gravy Gang, they're like, oh, come over here. And like, they won't like take advantage of you or anything like that. They're gonna like let you sample some of the beers. Here, you find one that you want. They'll give you little sample sips, and you pick the beer that you want, and then you get to use your tokens on that. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun, and I promise you there will be something at Southern Star that you like. They also sell wine for the ladies. Maybe if you're not in beer, you can still hang at the brewery. It's a lot of fun. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe.
Also, you guys need something to do this weekend. Get your ass up there Saturday, Mission Pro Wrestling. The fact that they do wrestling at Southern, like, that's the coolest shit ever.
They were doing that the night we did the Darling Like a Marlin show.
Yeah.
Remember they had that all set up? That was badass.
Like, I wasn't able to stick around for that one. I haven't been able to. I got to catch one of these sometime. Like, that's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
You got great beer and fucking
goes all out. The coolest tap room in town. Coolest staff in town.
So great.
Everything at Southern Star is nails. I promise you. And they are the official sponsor of Past Your Podcasts Not Cool segment, which if you want to weigh in on things, if it happens to you throughout the week, that makes you say, hey man, that's not cool. Anything like that. Hit us up, hashtag PTG Not Cool.
They're also celebrating the troops. Mission Pro Wrestling is celebrating the troops at this show. So
thank you for your service, troops.
Go help them out.
And wrestling.
And it looks like, is this an all women's wrestling organization? I think it might be.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
and
fucking cool.
They are
We're
toppling
patriarchy.
Patriarchy.
We're smashing the patriarchy.
RIP to the patriarchy, but not really, because we hate the patriarchy. We fucking hate patriarchy on Past the Gravy, okay? F the patriarchy.
The only good thing about patriarchy is that it starts with Pat. Every other part of it, bullshit.
Done. And if you want
to, the patriarchy, it'd be nice.
If you want to,
the fuck am I even talking about?
Fuck the patriarchy keychain though, littlemshop.com.
And then you can scratch it out to just say "fuck Pat," and I'm pretty sure everyone would be behind that.
Then there you go. All right. So hashtag PTG Not Cool at Past Your Pod. We're gonna try and get to as many of them each week as we can. I mean, obviously, like the more like the bigger ones, I feel like we have to get to. Sometimes we don't get to all of them. But we're gonna try to get to yours when you send them to us at Past Your Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool. This is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool.
I have a couple. I can start, or if any of you guys like to start, that is cool too. I'll start though. I'll just start.
Go for it.
Okay. First one is we kind of were joking about like old people driving when you get like angry and then you see it's an old person in the car, you're like, okay, I gotta give you a pass. I was going to pick up an Adderall prescription yesterday at the pharmacy, and I'm pretty sure every person over the age of 75 in the like the surrounding 3-mile area of that Walgreens was also picking up prescriptions at that same time. And I mean, I'm not knocking old people, but like they gotta get their meds. I get that, but like they
have a lot of meds.
But you know how like the pharmacist is like, hey, do you have any questions about your prescription? I'm always like, yeah, I'm good. I've been on. This is just a regular prescription for me. I'm good. Every single person had multiple questions.
Yeah, because if they take it wrong, they'll die.
No, and I understand. I'm not mad about that. It's like that was my whole thing. My not cool is that like it was actually kind of a cool because I held my shit together just because I was like, dude, Alex, it's old people. You can't be mad. You can't be mad.
Cool,
but like I was there for a fucking hour. I was there for a fucking hour waiting for a prescription. Like it wasn't like I had to wait for the prescription to get filled. I had to wait to get in line. I had to wait to get to the counter to ask for my prescription. And I was just like, why did I do this? Like I should just wait. And I thought about leaving so much and I didn't, and I should have maybe, but I don't know. I'm glad I waited, but it was just like, you can't be mad. These people need these things to probably live, dude. Like chill out, just chill the fuck out. But like, you know, like old people sometimes like they just have conversations about literally anything. Well, yes, and my grandson, he said I should be doing this 2 times a day. Do you think? And then the Pilates class I was, and like I'm making up conversations, but it's just like, and one more thing. And like they just can't, they carry on conversations sometimes.
Well,
it's your grandma, it's details. Cute and it's sweet. Yes. When it's your grandmother, or your grandpa,
my
it's cute and
grandson,
sweet.
he's a podiatrist and he doesn't really do this, but you know, on Wednesdays he plays squash with his friends, and he told me
he worked on Arnold Schwarzenegger's feet.
My brother does the same thing. He tells me story, like he'll call me on the phone and starts talking, and he's like, "Well, this and well, what the show is really about was this." But I literally did it to him last night. I go, Andrew, focus, get to what you're trying to say. Like, I wish you could just yell that up in live. Hey, they don't need the story. Just ask the question.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. I respect my elders.
No,
And it's
I'm
like,
saying
that was,
no. Don't do that.
That was a
If you
very
do that,
frustrating.
you're a fucking asshole. I'm saying you wish you could do that.
That was a very frustrating experience.
You should feel bad feel bad for my mom. She's the
pharmacist
that
right?
has
And the
to
pharmacist
answer all
couldn't have
that
been
shit.
sweeter. The pharmacist couldn't have been sweeter to him.
And
It
you
was just
gotta know the answers to all that shit.
or they're gonna have more questions with you. And then sometimes there's the people on the phone. I was getting frustrated with the people on the phone, and I was like, "Fuck that guy! That guy just called now."
I'm gonna call my
been lying
mom
this whole
after
time.
this. Like, Mom,
was-
I don't think I've ever said it, but like, you have a really hard job, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, like I've never had that many people ahead of me in line ever, and the fact that they were all like 75 and older, it seemed like was just like, oh, this is gonna take forever. And
it's not like there's two lines.
there weren't.
It's the
There were not
pharmacy.
two
There's
lines.
one line. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
well,
bud.
sometimes
Sorry
they
you
had
had to do
two
that.
spots where you could go and like talk to people, but only one person was working. I think the other person was working the window. But that was one. And then my real not cool this week is I don't like to name names, but it was a coworker of mine who her name rhymes with Schmessa Schmera that's on the Rod Ryan show with me, maybe the co-host of the Rod Ryan show. You might not know her, don't worry about it. I don't want to name names, but my coworker may or may not have given out, and by may or may not I mean did give out my phone number to a gym because the gym was like, well, hey, the guy at the gym was like, hey, I know you're so-and-so from the Rod Ryan show, and that's cool. Like, did you know that like Rod also works here, and you should get Alex and Chili to work here too, the other two people on the show. And she was like, you know what, here's their number. Just like that, just gave our number out to a gym, then blew up my phone. And
It's a terrorist move.
But it was for a 7-day pass, dude. It was for a 7-day pass, a whole 7 days. Like, no gyms ever do that ever, except all gyms. All gyms give you a 7-day pass for free for absolutely nothing. And I brought this up on the show on Monday, on the morning show. And Rod even brought up, he's like, well, did you get any sort of discount for selling out your friends? No, she got no discount. She just gave away my shit. And I was like, if I gave out Tessa's number to anybody, they would just ask for it. Like, I guarantee you, she would not have been as cool as I was about all of it. Because while I was pissed, I was way cooler than I feel like she would have been about.
It's different for women too, though.
Right.
You know, Tessa would
but
just get
you
creeps.
can't sell my number out and then be like pissed if I did
I'm
it
on
to
your
you.
side.
It's I don't do this, so it's a respect earns respect thing. Now, like, I might just give it out. 281-330-8004. That's all. Hit up Tessa's phone if you want to.
I'm not
a
trying
guy
to
named
defend
Mike
her.
might answer, but just it's Tessa's phone.
I'm not trying to defend her. I'm 100% on your side here. I'm just saying you can't give out Tessa's number.
I can.
She'll have to change her number.
Well, I mean, I'm not
Also,
going
what
to.
she did
I'm not going to put her on blast where I just give it to strangers or anything like that. I'm not going to give it to other people like that. But if you think that any if you think any form I ever fill out for the next 5 years where it needs a phone number does not have her phone number on it, oh,
it's retaliation time.
Like at the mall, when you go to the mall and they're like, hey, you get in for a chance to win this car that you won't win, but we're definitely not going to sell the information. You're like, oh, well, here, I'll give you my phone number right now.
Oh, no.
Of course I give you my phone number. Please call all the time. Oh, I got all.
Oh, sign her up for so many mailing lists.
Every politician that runs for any office. I'm signing up for Greg Abbott's mailing list. I'm signing up for Beto O'Rourke's mailing list.
Get her both.
For every side. She's going to get all of the political mailing lists that she could ever want. She's going to get all kinds of other stuff. Just like, who knows? I was really close to doing the free, I have an iPhone 13 that I'm trying to sell for $150. Please call me. If I don't answer, keep calling because my phone's on silent. Like, I was very close to doing that. That's happened to me before and it was hell. And I would never wish that upon my worst enemy, which is why I didn't do it. I was working in a catering gig.
That's what we call an unproportional response. You need a proportional.
No. Because
Proportional response.
It's not inappropriate at all. It's not bad at all. My friend did that. Corbin, my friend did that. A friend, like a guy that I call my friend, he put out like it was some rare guitar that I didn't know about. Or I have no clue what it was, but he was selling it for like $400 less than what it was probably worth. And he didn't own it. He didn't have it, but he like put my number on like the New York, Brooklyn Craigslist. And like my phone the entire day I was at work.
He's a
just
prankster.
blowing up
Corbin likes
in
pranks.
my pocket. And I was just like, that would be really funny if like I was just keep calling. If I don't answer, call again. If I don't answer, just call again. Oh, you got the iPhone? No, I don't have the iPhone. Okay. Hey, you got the iPhone? Like that would have been it. But like she knows something's coming. She just doesn't know when. And honestly, fear is the biggest thing.
What if for like a week you just kept sneaking up behind her and pieing her in the face at work?
I wouldn't give her the satisfaction of having pie.
No, you don't actually do pie. It's just you do shaving cream. I was gonna say it's whipped cream in a pan. Shaving cream. You just pie her in the face with shaving cream.
You don't get any, yeah.
And you do it like every day, but you keep finding ways to trick her. Like one of them, you guys are in the middle.
I feel like
you're
work
on
might frown upon that.
You're on air.
That's
and you
why I
sneak up
wouldn't
behind
do
her.
it. But just don't sell out your friends' phone numbers, guys. Don't do that. Be a good friend, not a scumbag friend.
I'm gonna call on Rod Ryan and be like, "Hey, I've got a phone or a word for you guys to use for the headphone game," and be like, "Sold phone number."
Oh, I'm sure that might be used for Read My Lips tomorrow.
Read my lips. That's it. Thank you.
Also could be it.
Bad friend.
Bad friend.
Jim asshole.
Yeah. So
I know you can't use that, but
so yeah, don't sell out your friends' phone numbers, guys. Those are my not cools. What about you guys? What y'all got?
You go ahead, Robert.
I didn't realize how expensive. I guess I kind of knew, but not really how expensive real clothes are. Like I have this event that I have to go to, and yesterday and the day before I was out. Like I had to buy a suit jacket, had to buy a nice shirt, had to buy nice pants, a tie, and
all at once.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have
multiple
any of
hundreds of dollars later.
Exactly, because I don't have any of that. Look at me. And I went to the only store I can think of was like Banana Republic. I honestly didn't know where to go. I went to Target first, but like nothing there looked good. It was kind of not well made. So I thought, I guess Banana Republic, a suit jacket, $400. Just a suit jacket.
Not buying that.
That's not even tailored. That's not even tailored. Like
Exactly.
it could be big on you. It could not fit all the way right. Like that is the toughest part about that. Like a little like hack that I feel like it's probably not even all the way a hack is if y'all like you're getting to the age where you're gonna have to probably go to some friends' weddings and stuff like that. If you're involved in the wedding party, I haven't done this because I already owned a suit, but I have so many of my friends have like you had to rent the tux, and it's like through there they like you go, you do your measurements, they send you the tux that fits you or the suit that fits you, and then you got to return it within like 48 hours or they start charging you, and then after like a week then like they just charge you for it, but it's like not all the way what a new suit would be. So like if you're cool, like if your buddy gets like if he's getting married in like a white suit and that's what all his dudes are wearing, like his groomsmen are wearing, maybe don't do that. But my friend, like the Godfather Patrick Gravy, Curtis Chafin, when my buddy Packard got married, he had these like navy suits, and Curtis was like, "Fuck it, I'm not returning that." And like now Curtis has a suit because he just didn't return one. That you get charged for it, but just not like it's not a $400 charge, and it's already stuff that fits you.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. I might do this for my buddy's wedding coming up in March.
I'm saying that gives you a suit, and like you've already spent that money. You've already spent a lot of that money, so it's like you just don't get some of it back.
Nah, I'm not actually gonna.
But that's a good way to just accumulate a suit without having to go shopping for a suit. If you're cool with the way that suit looks, just be like, all right, this is my fancy suit. This is my suit that I wear out. Like,
I might actually consider this now because I know I'm gonna look good in that suit.
So it's a little life hack for you. And Robert, I just know you're getting to that age where you're gonna have family members, friends getting married that you may be involved in the wedding with. So think about that going forward.
Just don't gain or lose any weight.
Yeah, I gotta say exactly the same.
That's because like the coolest thing is like I have a tailored suit and it's badass, but then like any weight you lose or gain, you're just like, and it's noticeable. And these pants are really tight now.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dick got huge.
My friend Dante has a bunch of suit jackets, and that's really where I have most of mine. He loans me them. He's got so many suit jackets, but I mean, you wouldn't think that gambling gives you that many suit jackets because he's always at the casino and stuff, but he's a classy guy, and I'm lucky to have a friend like him that does
He's
that.
a good
Also,
man.
you should watch his gambling picks. You should watch his picks on Fridays on the Rod Ryan show. But yeah, not like buying all that shit fucking blows, dude.
yeah, it sucks because I'm not gonna wear it like every single week or anything like that. I don't have a job that requires me to dress up like that. I don't.
Right.
That'd be funny if like every Tuesday Robert just wore a really nice suit to work.
Well, I always get jealous of my brother.
Who says
like,
Suits Day?
Because like you don't want to wear like I don't want to wear that stuff to work. But
Yeah,
like anytime like my parents are like, hey, it's like an anniversary or whatever, like we're going to dinner for something. It's kind of like a nice like not formal wear or anything like that, but like maybe some nice khakis and a button down. Like my brother just can like flex all day because like that's his work attire. It's like and like after like when that's your work attire, it's like khakis and like business suits and shit like that. Like you have some fly fucking looking shit. And my brother shows up in that. I'm like, God damn it.
I got two dress shirts and one pair of black pants.
Yeah, I'm wearing the 2 dress shirts I have.
And I wear clean ass sneakers.
That's it. And I have like one.
I mean, I clean my sneakers when I wear it.
Have you put the insoles in? Have you put the insoles in?
Luckily, everybody that knows me, I know just has low expectations for me. So if I show up wearing just like a belt and a collar, they're like, "Oh, Pat, you look nice."
Have
like,
you put the insoles in, Pat? Answer the question.
Yeah, I did it last Tuesday, something like that.
On Suits Day?
Couldn't it be last Tuesday? Couldn't it be last Tuesday?
We should actually have a Suits Day.
On Thursday, I tweeted about it. I don't remember what day it was. I tweeted. I was at work and I tweeted about it and I put them in.
Robert and I didn't see because it wasn't on the gram.
Well,
gram about it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I ain't on that gram life, man.
Guys, get on the gram life, dude. Everybody start tweeting Pat to get an Instagram.
I don't need a gram, man.
Yeah, you do.
I'm high on life.
Not like that. But also, what I'm thinking we should do is bring back zoot suits, like from The Mask.
Nope.
Let's just do that. Where
Nope.
Just really baggy.
Giant suits. No, it would be good for me because the bigger
you grow
the suit,
into
when
it.
you're a big guy. No. See, that's the thing. When you're fat and you have a big suit, you're like, it doesn't matter if I gain a little weight. The suit's big. No, zoot suit. No, you don't need. I don't need to look like a refrigerator. All right, I'm already big. Not that I'm going to wear a suit anyway, but suits have gotten better. I hate fashion in all aspects, but 100% suits are getting way better. Like you just look back to LeBron's draft class and everyone looks like they're wearing fucking curtains.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest suits you've ever seen in your fucking life. No.
But going back to
Robert's
not cool. Like that's the most like real one we've had in a very, very long time where it's like I remember coming out like after college when I was like part-time at the radio station, I was trying to interview for like a sales position and stuff like that. Like I was like, I have to go buy clothes.
Yeah.
Like I don't just have
you don't have any money
clothes. Yeah, but then you go and you're like, oh, everything is like $60. What? And it's like if you want to get it tailored, which like I recommend getting like a suit tailored. If you get a suit, it's like worth having it tailored because you look fucking fly in it. And every time
if I get one, I have to. I've got weird dimensions.
But it's just nice to have one that like fits you perfectly. And like if you don't get it like tailored, and it's like sometimes your shirt's a little bit baggy when like you gotta like pull it out a little bit from like when you tuck it in, and it just like it looks baggy and shit like that. And like I spent $40 on this. This is what I spent, and like I don't even have like okay, cool. And then it's like ties are $30. How? You should just go to like a Goodwill, get a tie.
What the fuck are you buying ties? Go to Walmart.
I don't buy ties. That's why I'm saying I'm just making up numbers, but it seems like that was what a tie would go for. But go to like Goodwill. Just go to Goodwill.
You can put like
a cool ass tie.
You can put like 40 to 50% of the outfit together at Walmart for super cheap. But shirt and coat, you want to get that somewhere nice and then tailor it. But pants, belts, socks, shoes, you can knock all that out at Walmart for cheap. Maybe shoes, you might want to go up a little bit. Go to Men's Warehouse.
On the insoles.
Oh,
Spend
you
the
got
extra
the
on
insoles. Oh, yeah.
Right, Pat, what's your not
those
cool?
are your dancing shoes. Well, number one is I should have a mullet right now, and I don't. I had time yesterday. I was gonna go yesterday because Sunday, Monday, the barber shop that I like to go to is closed. I was gonna go yesterday. Turned out we had a 30-person party and restaurant. I had to stick around and help out with that. So now I gotta go tomorrow after work. I gotta jet out of there in time. Finally go get my mullet done so I can have it for Thanksgiving because we're doing Thanksgiving a week early. I don't know why I need it by then. I just need it. I'm so fucking tired of having long hair. So tired of it falling into my eyes when I'm just hanging out at home. I hate it. I want the mullet. I want to look trashy as shit. I don't fucking care. I want to get this done so I can have it for a short period of time and then get rid of long hair forever. I fucking hate. One of the girls at work today came up because I was like, "Oh my God, your hair's getting so long." I was playing with it. I was like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine with her touching me. I hate having long hair though. It sucks. I wake up in the morning. I gotta do thinking shit about with my hair.
Dude. Yeah, it's getting. You gotta like wet it every single day, just
right.
Like,
I used to roll out of bed.
Dude,
and I could slide
I'm ready.
Pants on and a
I'm
shirt
ready
and I'd be good to go.
Beard's gone. I'm so close. The beard's gone and this hair is gone. Like, I'm not shaving it or anything. Like, I'm just gonna like. The hair is just gonna trim, but like the beard, I'm done with, dude.
I could actually see myself.
I know it's no shave November, but like fuck it, dude. Like I hate every single morning. You have to like hop in the shower, even if you've like showered the night before, just to like make sure your beard's not going off to the side and that you can fucking wet hair and shit. Like I'm fucking done. I'm done with it.
I mean, I could actually see myself holding on to the mullet for a minute just because I will look so stupid and so ridiculous that my brain will be like,
"You should do it." Though.
Gotta keep it. For
that
a
is
bit.
Pat.
Well, because part of me wants to keep it through March for my friend's wedding just to piss off his fiance. Like I want to have a mullet in their wedding pictures.
Every bride wants to be disappointed on their biggest day.
And I'm talking like, but she knows me and we're friends, so she would just be like, "God damn it, Pat!" Like not actually mad, but like, "Why did you do this?" But like, I'm talking like a regular short haircut up front and just fucking flow in the back.
Yeah, dude, do it.
Like I look like I live in the hills of Appalachia and actually think this is a good look. That's what I'm going for.
You gotta start drinking a lot of
Mountain Dew. It's gonna be ridiculous. No, man, no carbs. I'm getting back into it.
Diet Mountain Dew.
There you go. My other one is I'm ready to be hurt, baby. I'm buying in on the Packers.
Yes.
No, not that I'm buying in. Because I'm buying in that we can get Aaron back, and that's why I'm ready to be hurt.
Yeah. Hey, I tell myself that every week. I tell myself that every week. It's a fun way. It's a fun game to play with your brain, where a lot of times you're gonna get hurt, but just I'm ready. I'm ready, and then you're like, I told myself that I was ready to get hurt again, and now I'm hurt. But like,
I emotionally got myself ready that he was not gonna play this season with the Packers. That he was gone. His career was over with us. We've got a fucking defense. Like I said, half of our defense is out. We're playing like fucking animals. My brain is now going, well, we're so fucking good, and the defense is good. We can convince him to come back.
Are you gonna win a Super Bowl and like he's gonna leave? You think he's gonna leave after winning a Super Bowl? How do you leave after that?
We're gonna win a Soupy, and then we're gonna get him back. And
I think you have to win the Super Bowl this year.
It was in the middle of the game.
He stays.
It was in the middle of the game this Sunday, and we're playing.
To have that happen.
And the defense, which already pissed me off because it was like, this game isn't over. Don't have this thought. But I was like, we could win it. And then my brain goes, just a spark light goes, you can get him back. He'll want to save you in the Super Bowl because you've got a real defense. And the last time you won the Super Bowl, you had a real defense. And then immediately I started going, no, don't think that. I'm thinking it.
Our brains are dumb. That's how they work. I convinced myself that the Giants are not going to lose a game for the rest of the year. The Giants, who have won,
that's different. 3
games. They're 3-6. We're 11-6. We're an 11-6 team, dude.
No, you're deluding yourself into confidence. I'm deluding myself into heartbreak.
Oh, I'm gonna break my heart. My heart's gonna be broken too on Monday. But I don't care.
One of the top 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time that I already mentally prepared myself is going to leave me. And now I'm convincing myself he's going to stay when I know he's not going to. This is not good. I'm going to cry. I'm going to have to take a day off of work because I'm going to be an emotional mess. This is not good. I am a very against
this is
all
why
odds,
we
I'm a
love
very
this is why you
mentally
buy
healthy
the,
person.
this is why you buy the ownership today. You buy the ownership of the Packers today because then like you have the right to cry because your favorite player left. Like you're good. It justifies your crying because you're an owner and owners
Alex,
can cry over their team. You're like, I'm not just a fan, I'm an owner. The Packers are the only team that give you that. The Packers are the only team that give you the ability to say, I am not just a fan, I own the team. Also, buy the fuck out of that, dude.
Against all odds and rationale, I'm actually a very emotionally healthy person, even though it doesn't seem like it.
See,
because I understand expectations and I don't overreach what I want or what I think. So I get it. I'm going to need therapy after this. And I'm not going to get it, which is only going to become a bigger problem.
Right.
I'm already Irish and I bury every feeling I currently fucking have. This is not good. I see the train wreck coming. I see the red flags waving everywhere. And I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's go anyway.
Well, yeah, dude. Just buy into it. This is what you do. And then you buy the stake in the Packers. That doesn't mean anything, but you can frame that. And you're an owner, not a fan. That's how you justify it to yourself later.
I'll probably also I bought ownership and then Aaron left me.
Yes.
He left because of me. And that's when the emotion.
That's not it. That won't be it. That won't be it.
It's just,
all right.
I'm scared.
Just go all in. Go all in.
I'm
Enjoy this time.
at how hopeful I am. Oh, I'm all in on the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm scared
unless the
that
Giants
I'm all
win
in
out.
on Aaron coming
Unless the
back.
Giants win out, then you're in trouble. But like a Giants Packers NFC Championship doesn't sound bad.
I will say this: that would be an electric live stream.
We would definitely do on a live stream at that point.
One of us is going to be hammered drunk.
Oh, I'll be hammered drunk because I wouldn't expect to win. And I would just like, if they did like, we're still in this. How? Jason Garrett's our offensive coordinator. There's no chance this is going to happen.
That's my not cool is that my brain is starting to think we can convince Aaron to come back. And I already convinced myself otherwise. So I'm setting myself up for defeat and failure. Whereas I previously set myself up for only good things, only a good surprise.
Most of my life.
You saw how excited I was for Verlander. I thought Verlander was gone and now he's back with us. Do you have any idea what my reaction would have been if I was mentally prepared for Aaron to leave and he re-signed? I'd go streaking through goddamn downtown Houston. My dick would be waving through the city. I'd be fucking on cloud 9. But that's what I'm saying. That would be my proportional response to what I had for Verlander. Now, it's just I'm going to crawl into a bottle for 64 hours.
Well, you know what you should do right now before you crawl into that bottle is tell our friends about Alamo Remedy.
Oof. Where is it? Oh, I need it right now too because now I'm fucking tense.
Alamo Remedy.
Guys, Alamo Remedy. It's the best CBD you're going to get in the area, in the nation, in the world. Nobody can touch their shit. It's got Alamo in it. What do we know? Texas is the greatest country in the world. What was the greatest moment of Texas? When we just said, fuck you to anybody trying to fuck with us at the Alamo. Bam. That's why they named it Alamo Remedy. I personally, you guys know, I love the CBD lotion. I've been using this shit for a while, especially the last couple of days. Like I said, I'm starting to try and get myself back in shape a little bit. I'm doing push-ups, all that shit. My shoulders have been tense the last couple of days. And the night, bam, slap this baby on. Nothing. Sleep like a baby. Like an absolute baby. But if you don't like, greasy hand, that happens. And if you're too lazy to wash your hands, I get it. I'm kind of that kind of person too. You got to go quick in the morning, little tincture oil right underneath the tongue. Gonna do the job. You don't like that? Bam. Maybe you just have a routine. In the morning, you wake up, you take your Adderall, you take your zinc. We got some pills too, CBD like that. Or even you got a little bit of a sweet tooth, like Robert. Robert's candy man. Look at him. You can tell. Look at that face. He likes candy. Robert went trick-or-treating the other day. He doesn't believe in age limits. Gummies.
That's right. I do like gummies.
Gummy bears. Because who doesn't love a gummy bear? If you don't want to eat a gummy bear, you've given up on life. The point is, no matter which way you want to take it, Almo's got you covered. Whatever your preferred, this is the right word, but injection method is, Almo's going to get you. They got you covered. We love them. You love them. If you don't love them, you're wrong. If you haven't tried them, you're wrong. Give them a shot. I guarantee you're going to stick with them.
Alma Remedy CBD. Use promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. Alma Remedy is the official sponsor of our Answers segment. If you have a question for us, no matter what it is, you want relationship advice, if it's something you thought of while you were drunk or high or whatever, you had a friend say it, you maybe you saw it online and you wondered what our opinion on would be for it, or our opinion on it would be, hit us up. Use the hashtag PTG Answers to Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Well, we're waiting on Pat to get back right now, and because this is Skylar Lester always asks us the first question. But before Pat gets back, Robert, there's a new episode of A Recent Study Suggests that's out now, talking about whether or not beards help you save money. Now, as someone with a beard, I can say I don't think that survey asked me.
Yeah, they said people with beards are better with money.
I disagreed with a lot of that.
Not me. I'm what's known as an outlier.
I'm not sure if you guys saw my money beard.
I loved it. I did listen to this week's episode. It was a great episode. And Recent Study Pod, at Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And they got new episodes out every Monday. Are you doing one next week?
Yes, sir.
Oh, another one next week. Is it a Thanksgiving related one? Do you already know?
It's going to be a Thanksgiving one.
Oh,
a little preview for you, PTG. Exclusive.
So get into the Thanksgiving season spirit with A Recent Study Suggests podcast, at A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. All right. Give them a 5-star review also. Go do that and then give us a 5-star review also. All right. Our first question for the answer segment is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, if you put a slice of deli turkey in the DVD player, will it play a movie about the turkey's whole life? I don't think so. I think it breaks your DVD player. But I'd like to think it would.
This is one of those times when your kid just asks you something so stupid. You question what you did wrong along the way.
No. I don't question anything. I think it's healthy to ask questions. Whereas Pat judges you for this. I respect you for asking the questions. And a lot of times,
judging.
You got to ask questions. Be curious, not judgmental. Ted Lasso taught me that.
I agree. But sometimes you got to know when you have a thought and you go, I shouldn't share that with the rest of the world.
Should a slice of deli turkey in a DVD player show you the turkey's life? I think so. Does it? No. We can use that as our answer.
That's do that, and that's how your dad throws you out of the house and gets mad at you for breaking the DVD player.
Yeah, or putting cookies in the VCR. That too. That's what Buddy the Elf did.
Or throwing your hat at the TV. Like it's just going to lead to yelling.
Again, I did do that. Fuck Sidney Crosby. By the way, did we see Sidney Crosby attempt murder this week and not get penalized for it? Really?
I heard about it. I didn't see it yet.
Threw a Capitals player into the boards by the back of his neck and was just like,
like in garbage
casual
time when they're getting their ass kicked, right?
I saw the clip and was just enraged because I hate everything Sidney Crosby's ever
I thought
done.
I heard it was garbage time.
Scumbag. He's a scumbag. And fuck Sidney Crosby. And yeah, I don't understand how he's not
those
banned.
Canadians with their bad manners.
He should be banned. Well, I thought they learned good manners. Apparently, they don't teach Sidney Crosby good manners. But no, I don't think you put a slice of deli in the DVD player that it would play a movie about a turkey's whole life, but it should. Great question, son. Thank you for asking us. Alex O at Alex McThunder 1. He always pays attention and hops in on our Claret Big Blue podcast I do with Mike Fish. We talk Premier League soccer and NFL football on Tuesdays, Claret Big Blues days, and Alex always hops in on that. But at Alex McThunder 1 on Twitter, he says, "Is it possible to drink a solid or eat a liquid?"
I'm not sure about eat a liquid, but you can definitely drink a solid. You can drink gravy. That's a liquid. Also, sometimes when you're eating something, or like
You
you're
can
drinking
definitely
something.
eat a liquid because, like, if you pour gravy on mashed potatoes, yeah, like that's liquid still when you're eating it.
But also, when you're like when it goes down the wrong tube.
Yes,
That's it. That's the drinking the solid.
And then also like an ice cube. I can eat an ice cube.
But that's a solid.
Yeah, or soup. Soup's a liquid, but you eat.
Well, I could drink soup is a liquid. You could eat a soup.
Yeah, I don't know about.
But I could also
drinking
drink an ice
solid.
cube
Oh,
if I just
well,
get my mouth long enough.
Yeah. Oh no, but then it turns to a liquid though. It's all about states of matter, buddy. But yeah, you eat soup. So yeah, you eat a liquid and you can drink a solid. You can drink gravy and eat soup.
I know he didn't include gas, but one time I was at it was a Pasta Gravy episode with the first ever time that maybe it was the
You
second
don't want to
time
include my gas.
Well, I didn't include your gas, but it was the second time I think Sal Kalani had ever been on Pasta Gravy. He's a friend of the show, but he was in Austin, and Curtis and I, when Curtis was the co-host, went to Cap City Comedy Club and interviewed him. And then we went out to 6th Street that night, and we saw a sign that said, I think it was, I can't remember what the term of it was, but it was basically like gas shots where it was just like smoke. And like, that's what you took the shot of. And it was just like,
Wait,
cool.
People actually try and do that? I thought that was just like a joke from Parks and Rec.
Oh no,
And maybe somewhere in San
I
Francisco.
really identified with it on Parks and Rec because like I was like I did try it because they were like, well, I mean, they're these shots, and it was like, okay, and yeah, I felt like I just threw away like $5 or whatever I spent on it. I was like, I don't feel anything from that. There's no way.
I understand that you could.
State.
You
But
could.
it was like they put like a drink in like a bong basically. They like made like a shot out of a bong, and it wasn't a bong, but it was like one of those things that you can like Seth Rogen, if you watch him, like that he smokes out of, where it's like some weird thing that like
vape?
you like flip over. No, it wasn't a vape. It was like something you'd flip over, and then you're like, all right, now inhale this shot. And you're like, I feel like I just didn't. This is
Almost
dumb.
sounds like a crab bong, but I'm gonna quit guessing.
Yeah, it was sort of like that, where you just I don't buy any of this. This is stupid. But I already bought it, and so they stole my money. So yeah. That was a weird side conversation from that, but yes, you can definitely drink a solid and eat a liquid.
Yeah.
Because you can drink Jello kind of, and Jello is a solid.
That's true. Jello's another one.
You like slurp Jello,
Technically,
which
you
is
can
essentially
drink
eating and
applesauce.
drinking.
I think you could drink applesauce. Oh, that is more, or you eat. Is applesauce? You could drink applesauce, but you can also eat applesauce, whichever way you want to look at it. And depending on how you look at it, it is a solid or liquid.
So yes, the answer is yes to that. That's a great question, Alex. Though I like that. Really made us.
Yeah,
really made us
that's
work
a good
for
one.
it. All right, Josh Tree at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter says, "How many chickens would it take to bring down a lion?"
Minimum 600. Well,
Like these chickens are. These
I'm
chickens
telling
are.
you, the fighting chicken. They're using the talons to cut. Actually, 600 is too high. I'd say about 100. Because the lion, if the lion knows it's in full on war mode, me versus 100 chickens in front of me, it's gonna slice through so many of them. But those chickens are gonna jump over and start slicing the back with their talons. I'd say it's about 100.
Yeah, I think you get overwhelmed by them at a certain point.
Yeah, 100 chickens is a lot.
100
of
chickens is a lot. I still feel like it's got to be more than that.
No, because like
100
is a lot. Maybe 200. 600 is high. 600 chickens
Give me-
easily overwhelm a lion.
I think we cut that in half. Let's go 300. I think 300 chickens is a
2
serious
is more
threat
than enough.
because like a lion's gonna fuck up. If there's 200 chickens, I feel like a lion can fuck up half of them in like a minute.
We gotta think
If that
it's gonna
lion's not
swipe.
gassed,
It'll swipe and take out 3 or 4 at a time, biting through them. But as it's doing that, all the other ones are surrounding and then just slicing its whole body apart with talons.
I think there's gotta be a lot of chickens, dude. I don't think a chicken's
100
gonna do.
chickens is a lot of chickens.
I don't think 100 chickens
Now-
is gonna do that much damage to a fucking lion, though. Because the lion can
Here's
run
what-
away. The lion
here's
can
what the
run away. He
question
can
is.
run back. He's faster than all of them.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about it playing the long game and just
The
backing
lion
up,
could climb
take
up
'em out
into
one
a
at
tree
time.
and just fucking jump down and then climb back up into the tree and jump down, climb back. Like the lion could fuck him up. A lion is so much
It's gonna run out.
meaner,
of gas, though, at
stronger,
some point, though.
scarier, but he could take a nap in the tree because chickens aren't gonna fucking get to you in a tree.
Yes, they can, and they can take out your eyes.
Not if they're closed.
You think? Do you know anything about chicken talons?
Oh, dude, a fucking lion would wake
That's
up
a
way
weird.
before a
That's,
chicken could get
that was a
anywhere near it.
weird sentence. That was a weird sentence to say. Do you know anything about chicken talons? I really don't either. But that sounds.
Do the chickens have large talons?
Here's also the question: is it the average farm chicken that's being raised just for its meat, or is this fighting Mexican fighting?
I was thinking these are gamecocks.
So it's about halfway between those two.
These are
We'll say it's
fighting
a-
cocks.
It's a free range wild turkey. So it's got the claws. It's just not necessarily trained to use them.
I still think the lion fucks it up. I think there have to be a lot of chickens. I think you saying
think-
200 is enough is wrong. Robert, I would like you to weigh in on this. You don't ever really weigh in on the animal situations, but like a lion would fuck up a lot of these, right?
Yes. I think 300. I think passed out a little too high with 600, but yeah, it would. I think it would take several hundred.
I think
chickens.
600 chickens definitely takes down a lion
Yes.
at a certain point. But like if you're by like a tree and the lion can just keep crawling up, like I think the lion can rest until a chicken can get its ass up there and then just boom, done. Like cats
Verlander
hate
also has a
birds.
second-year option for the player. Robert just found that out as well too.
Good.
We could
That's
get him for
another
2.
Thing that you probably already knew if we
100% they did,
Yeah.
but we're real. This is real time.
this is real time, but it's not.
Wear our emotions
For
on our
people
sleeves
listening.
that we're not wearing, man.
Right.
That's why they like
I
us.
actually,
We're
I actually
stream of
have some
consciousness.
sleeves. I have some sleeves. I pulled them up though.
More than 100.
Ah.
Your
chickens.
sleeves don't matter here. You're a Yankees fan.
It's more I mean 600 I think definitely takes out a lion. I feel like 300 still is a lot to expect chickens to do. Even if they're like trained fighting chickens, a lion is so strong.
Yes. No, if they're trained, easily 100.
No. A lion's faster than all of them. The lion can run away from them, and yes, he may get tired, but he can also probably run far enough
They're
away to
gonna
where he
get
can wait until they
swarmed, and
catch
the
up.
eyes are gonna get clawed in the back and the fucking Achilles tendons. And chickens are nasty animals, man, when they're trained to fight. So I'm saying I'll go with you guys 300 for the. I think 200 could do with it, but I'll agree with you
Minimum.
on 3.
Minimum of 300 chickens it will take to take down a lion.
Mhm.
And these have to
Lot
be
of
like
chickens, man.
trained chickens. If you just get the regular chickens, the farm chickens that don't give a fuck and like aren't like fighters, like I think you got to go way more. Because if they don't know what to do, they're just gonna be like, they're just gonna get massacred, dude.
Can the
No,
chicken?
they're,
Can
they're
the
in
chicken?
war mode.
Can the chicken from Family Guy take out a lion?
Yes. I think you might
Yes.
have to have a couple. If you had 3 of those chickens from Family Guy, 3 Family Guy chickens, I think could take out 1 lion. Maybe if five Family Guy chickens definitely can. I think we're not respecting the power that a lion has.
Oh, I'm respecting the power of the lion. It's just when there's 100 of something coming at you, you can't block all of them at once.
But they're so much
It's
smaller than
just
you. I
called
think
being
you can get away
overwhelmed.
from them. You can get away from them.
Maybe, but that's like, oh, we're also in this scenario, the chickens have to work as a cohesive unit. So they're not going to one-on-one charge the
Chickens
lion.
are stupid, dude. Chickens are dumb.
See, that's, I think, where the disconnect is. We're thinking about it differently. If we're just doing a lion that knows it has to take on 100 and isn't just going lion war mode against
right.
chickens that are just dumb and charge in.
All right, this
Like,
is a cage match.
it's a
this
known-
is like a WWE cage match.
Okay.
Lion.
Okay.
How many chickens? No
So
escape.
it's in a closed area.
Yes.
I think 200 would get it done. I'll stick with you guys 300.
300 chickens. I mean, I think in the first 5 minutes of that, at least 150 chickens are out. Like that lion is going to, like the lion coming out hot, like fresh in the beginning of that fight. He's wiping out half of it. Like maybe the other guys get it. Yeah, they can poke at eyes and stuff. But I think the lion can just, it's a fucking lion.
It's a swarm where the lion, it's just swinging, but it's completely covered in chickens that are clawing away at its skin and
I
its
think-
eyes and its tendons.
If they're not trained fighting chickens, I don't think they're going to know to go. For
You said it's a
10 or anything
gamecock.
like
It's a
that.
wild chicken.
It's a gamecock. Then yes,
You don't want to cage a wild animal.
which is also a lion.
That's true. But I'm just saying, wild animals know how to fight. A domesticated farm chicken that is raised only for its breast meat, it has no defensive capabilities or offensive. A wild one, wild animals are wild for a reason. Can't tame them.
So I think 300 is the safe answer.
We'll stick with 300,
300. It's a great question, Josh.
especially if the chickens form a phalanx.
Former what?
There's a 300 reference. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Our next question is from Javier Perez at Silkies_man, and he says, "Who would be on your felon fantasy football team? You can only pick players who have been to prison." All right, nobody gives a fuck about your fantasy team, but for the respect to the exercise of this,
Michael Vick's our starting quarterback.
Well, yeah, who would be on our felon fantasy or our prisoner / felon fantasy team? We got to go quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end, and let's say 3 defensive players.
Michael Vick and OJ, not even a doubt. Those are both on the
Michael
team.
Vick, OJ, 1-2, fair. Aaron
what was
Hernandez,
his name?
tight end. Aaron Hernandez
Aaron
is our tight
Hernandez,
end.
tight end. Maurice Claret.
Ray Rice. Ray Rice.
Ooh, Ray Rice over Maurice
I think we
Claret.
go
You're
Ray
right.
Rice and OJ as our running backs. Wide receivers.
What was his name for the Saints?
Plexico Burris, wide receiver.
Plexico's got to be in there. Wasn't there a Saints wide receiver that was pretty good that like went to jail for like gun charges or something too?
Brandon Marshall, Kenny Britt. I know. Ooh, Adrian Peterson, also running back. We gotta go Adrian Peterson over Ray
He
Rice.
never went to jail.
So we go,
He never went to jail. No, he didn't go to jail. He's
he
not a
was
felon.
arrested, wasn't he?
He's not a felon though.
Okay. All right. So OJ, Ray Rice.
Is Ray Rice a felon?
I don't know. He was in prison.
I think in this scenario you have to have served time.
We're gonna
I don't
count
think
Ray
Ray
Rice.
Rice-
We're
I
gonna
don't think
count
he
Ray
served
Rice.
time though.
We're
I would
counting
say Maurice
him.
Claret.
We're counting him.
Okay, I guess we're not respecting the exercise then.
We are respecting the exercise. Defensive players. Defensive players. I think we gotta go Adam Pac-Man Jones. Right?
Yep.
Don't know. I'm trying to think of defensive players. That was bad. I don't know.
Do we take Henry Ruggs?
Nope. Disavow.
Okay.
Too soon.
Okay.
Disavow.
He didn't prove
Disavow.
enough. Okay. I would just
Disavow.
just asking questions. Just asking
disavow.
questions here.
Wide receiver Dante Stallworth.
That might have been who I was thinking of. Did
Dante
he play for the
Stallworth.
Saints at all?
Yes.
There's
he did,
gotta-
and
there's
he-
gotta-
but he was on the
we
Browns,
gotta-
I think, when it happened.
We've got to be missing some Raiders here.
Michael Irvin. He's a wide
I don't think
receiver.
did he ever serve time though?
I mean, he had a Coke thing.
Yeah, a lot of people had a Coke thing.
Coke thing, though. A Coke thing.
No. Damn. This got difficult quick. We got some. We put some
No,
names
Michael
together.
Irvin. I think Michael Irvin definitely. He's been
No,
accused of sexual assault multiple times.
well, he didn't serve time. You got to respect the exercise. That's why I didn't put Lawrence Taylor on there for defense. He never actually served time for it. You got to serve some time. This is a felon one, and we're already relaxing the rules on felon here.
Will Smith from the Saints. I just Googled that. I think
Darren Sharper.
Domestic violence. Darren Sharper.
Don't feel good about that one, though.
Obviously, we don't condone any of the actions that any of these people did.
We need some more wide receivers.
/prisoner fantasy football team. This is who we're going to have to put together.
We need one more receiver.
Defense. Ray Lewis.
He never served time.
He murdered a guy. OJ
Allegedly.
He did. He stabbed a guy. He OJ'd a guy. I think Ray Lewis counts as a defensive player. Dante Stallworth, Plexico Burris. Those are our two wide receivers. Aaron Hernandez is our tight end. Kicker was the Giants. Was it Josh Brown, the Giants kicker that beat his wife?
Yeah.
Which I disavow, and I do not stand by him at all. I don't agree with anything he did, but if we're having to name players that have committed crimes, then I think that Josh Brown has to be. I can only think of him as the kicker, unless it's the kicker from the replacements, who also seemed like he might have.
I found one. Oh, Cedric Benson. We could also use at running back.
I think OJ is like OJ is solid, and Ray Rice is pretty solid.
Jamal Lewis at running back too. I found a list of arrested players. Jamal Lewis served 5 months for intent to distribute 5 kilograms of cocaine. This is former 2,000-yard rusher Jamal Lewis. Dude was selling coke.
Kickers that were arrested. 2003 Raiders All-Pro kicker Sebastian Janikowski was arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor assault, misdemeanor vandalism, and public drunkenness after an altercation.
That's what I'm saying. You got to serve time.
He was arrested, so he served some time.
I
think it's clear that have been to jail or prison. I think we've put together a pretty solid list. Quarterback
Albert Hainsworth.
But quarterback Mike Vick, running back Ray Rice, running back OJ Simpson, wide receiver.
Not Ray Rice.
Ray
Rice didn't serve time. I'm gonna sub Jamal Lewis. We're gonna sub a different Raven in there.
Whatever.
Jamal Lewis was better than Ray Rice.
Maybe.
He rushed for 2,000 yards.
He won a Super Bowl.
He rushed for 2,000 yards and served 5 months for intent to distribute cocaine.
Which means they should strip the 2,000 Ravens.
He meets the criteria of the list.
Okay, fine. So Jamal Lewis, OJ Simpson, Plexico Burris, and Dante Stallworth are wide receivers. Tight end is Aaron Hernandez. Kicker is Sebastian Janikowski. And defensive players are Pac-Man Jones, Ray Lewis, and who else? I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. That's a lot of people we just named.
No, we got enough. Albert Hainsworth.
Will Smith. It was Will Smith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One of those.
Who's the guy that? Hold on. Who was the guy that threw his girlfriend on the bed with like ARs and shit?
Greg Hardy.
There we go. Greg Hardy. How could we?
We disavow him. Disavow him. We would never have that on our team. We would never. Hold
on. Was he ever actually good enough on the field to make this list though?
Well,
I don't think so. I don't think he was that good. He was okay.
Dude, fuck Greg Hardy. No.
Yeah, he's not even on the team.
Everybody watches him. I like that he fights UFC, and every time he fights, everybody just boos him and just roots for him to get his ass kicked. And then Dana White kind of sets him up and fights where he gets his ass kicked. I love that.
Yeah, he knows his role.
Felon fantasy football team. I think that was a solid little squad. Javier, let us know what you think of our squad and who your squad would have been as well. Our final question of the week is from Jonathan Frederic at John Freds on Twitter. He says, "What is Victoria's secret? Like the actual secret, not what is the store."
I think it's one of those things where it's not a secret, but because they said it is. It is. It's that.
No. It's a very simple question. It's a very simple answer, and the answer is thongs. Victoria's Secret is thongs.
I was just gonna say that dudes are horny,
and dudes are gonna get horny from it. Done.
I was just gonna say that dudes are horny, and women are really nice, and want us to be happy, but we're so goddamn horny that they can market this.
Victoria's Secret is thongs.
That's the secret. But I like your answer better. Thongs. Victoria's Secret is thongs.
Because I can see some ass, and it's like
Butt cheeks.
Right? Yeah.
Or
Like,
is that it?
Showing butt
Is it
cheeks
thongs?
is their secret.
Is her secret butt cheeks or is it thongs?
Well, you already have butt cheeks. Her secret is thongs because it allows you
Thongs.
to show off the butt cheeks.
Hey, much like my Patriots pick, let's not overthink this. It's thongs. You're right.
It's
Hey,
too easy.
When you're right, and you're right, buddy.
Thanks, man. I thought it was right.
I love you.
I love you too, Robert. I love you.
Love you, Robert.
I can see you doing that. This isn't just audio.
I'm going into a tunnel,
Oh.
guys. The
You're
signal.
not driving. I can see you sitting there.
I'm driving.
You know you're not on the phone.
Uh,
Well, fine. We know.
He's
We know
out in
how
the
Robert
woods
feels.
hunting something. We know what he's hunting.
Walks. PassGravyMerch.com. Get your Pass the Gravy Christmas sweaters. You can look as cool as I do. Guys, we love y'all. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of the show. At Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter, Instagram. Give us a follow on Facebook as well. Go like our page. We put all the video version of the podcast and everything up there as well. Share the video clips we post over the weekend. Comment on our PTG picks when we do that. All the memes. Share the memes with your friends. Share the podcast with a friend. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat D. And Robert's at Robert Barbosa03. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod as the podcast on Twitter. Hit up Pat at Not Pat Dion, and get a fucking Instagram. Tell him to get an Instagram over and over and over again, and that'll be our new insoles. All right, guys, we love y'all. Have a great week, and until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling a guy like you? Sure, we're a one name. You're dangerous. I'm loving it. Can't escape.